But you signed up for 2 hours of this.
Yeah.
2 hours of that.
2 hours? No. Hello?
All right.
You guys, I got to go.
All right. Well, this is ATX Comedy Review. I'm ChadO. We got Zach Leboza. And today we got Vinnie. Say your last name.
Raucci.
Rossi.
So hard. So difficult to say.
Oh, if you see it spelled, there's not an S in it.
No, there's not. It looks like Raucci.
Yeah, see?
Or Raucci.
Yeah.
Raucci.
Yeah, bring the mic up to you. See.
But it definitely doesn't look like Rossi.
Yeah.
Like R-O-S-S-I.
Yeah. It doesn't look like that at all.
I had a guy write his, phonetically, but not phonetically at all.
Oh, my God.
I was like,
Yeah.
Why'd you even try?
Why even bother?
I was like, Chuchi? And he was like, you're not even close. I was like, that's what it says.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm going to say?
I had a telemarketer actually pronounce it Rakuki.
Oh, there we go.
Real close. Rakuki.
You're only,
Yeah.
It's like the French where they add 30 letters that aren't pronounced. Only this is the opposite.
Yeah.
You're like,
Yeah,
where the fuck
it's
are
a
you?
short word.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was adjusting your audio there so I can hear you a little bit better.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We're good? You can
Very
hear?
professional. Yeah. I can hear
Yeah, I
everything.
think we're good.
All right. Your headphones are good, man?
Headphones are good.
Now, Vinny, how long you been doing comedy, man?
So it's not a simple answer.
So you started in what year?
96.
See, that's a simple answer.
Okay. It's not though, because I bet
You went to jail for 20 years right after.
That's how he stayed fun.
I'll bet you I did comedy in Chicago from 96 to 21.
Wow.
I would say 50, maybe 60 times.
Okay.
In that time frame. I was doing open mics for a little bit in the city at a place called Hitchcock's every Wednesday. And I just never kept going with it.
Was that the place that brought free pizza?
No. It had Alfred Hitchcock's silhouette in the window.
That makes sense.
Yeah, Hitchcock.
Makes sense.
Doesn't sound like a comedy place, but
Right.
it makes
No,
sense.
it wasn't. It was just a corner bar that had comedy on Wednesday nights.
Okay. That's
And
cool.
I never fucking gave it my 100%.
So you really started like in 21?
In 2021.
Yeah.
Is when I said, fuck it. What if I give comedy my 100% and a real fucking effort, see what happens. And I've been here for 2 years now, and I've done countless. I can't even count how many mics I've done compared to Chicago in 30 years.
So why'd you decide to leave Chicago too? Just because this is where it is? Or?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
I was going to go to California.
Yeah.
And I had a friend say, have you
Don't
looked
go to
into...
California.
No, they didn't say that. They just said, did you ever hear anything about Austin? Austin is supposed to be booming for comedy. And I started looking into it and seeing, the Rogans moving here and all that shit's going on. And I was like, you know what? It's way cheaper than California for sure.
Yeah.
And
Easier. I think it's
said,
easier
"Fuck
to
it."
get around than LA.
I packed up my dog and took a 17-hour road trip.
Nice.
Cashed out my 401k. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I miss my family and friends.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I miss.
Well, and the
Otherwise,
food.
I fucking love... No, dude, Austin's got great food. So pizza.
He likes a good hot dog.
It's called Wrigleyville South.
Wrigleyville South?
It's
Aren't they only
a food
open
truck.
like 6 hours? Oh, it's a food truck?
It's a food truck on Lamar.
Okay.
Best fucking Chicago hot dogs, Italian beef, Italian sausage.
I'll have to go there.
And he's from Chicago.
Nice.
Really good. Wrigleyville South.
Interesting. What's Wrigleyville for? Is it?
It's the
that was a
Chicago
reference
Cubs.
to something? I'm just fucking with him.
Are you Cubs or Sox? Oh, boy. That's a Sox fan right there. Let's hope.
No.
Fuck!
I'm split.
You're split?
I'm what you're not supposed to be.
Yeah. You're the worst.
It's me. I got 3 brothers. And me and my dad were split. You talk to Eddie, Tony, and Jerry, and they're going to say White Sox or Cubs, and fuck you, and they hate each other for it. But
Vinny, Eddie,
were
Tony,
split.
and Jerry. You guys got a fucking mafia crew just in the names.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Not very creative parents. All their creativity went into you.
They were
There we
fucking
go.
busy, though.
Yeah.
Jerry must have been first. Am I guessing?
Listen, if you guys met, no, Tony is.
Okay.
There,
Tony's
of
the
course.
oldest.
So why'd you go
Of course
off?
you go Tony
Why
first.
they go off scheme with Jerry?
That's my dad's name, Gerald.
Oh, okay. So he had to name one, huh?
I think so.
He should have been first, the junior.
Does he do Jerry, J, or G?
Jay.
J.
Yeah. But you meet them, and you're going to go, wow, Vinny's the normal one.
Yeah.
And that's fucked up.
That's fun.
But Dude, I'm so lucky, and you hear that, you know, people say I'm lucky to have a, you know, tight knit family, but we're all fucking so close, so tight. I fucking love it.
You moved away, huh?
Yeah, my parents did a good job.
So are they upset you moved away? You have to call them every Sunday or what?
Every Sunday. Was there a spaghetti reference coming?
I don't know. I'm sure. Does she send you food in the mail?
No, so
That'd be a good Italian mom.
Okay, no, my mom passed in 2007.
Oh, I'm sorry.
God damn it, Chad.
Thanks
Let's
for
bring
bringing
that up. Yeah.
No, my mom passed in 2007. My dad 2015. But like I said, we're all still tight. And
Okay.
yes, my brother sent me the big, I don't know if it's a gallon of Giardiniera.
Oh, okay.
Oh, just Jardinairs.
Do you know what Giardiniera is?
I don't.
Okay, nobody in Texas does.
No.
They don't know
Well,
what
and
Giardiniera
no one
is.
anywhere but Chicago knows what Malort is. So.
Oh yeah. Malort, did you see they got a pumpkin spice flavor?
What are you
Malort?
talking about?
Stop.
Oh, dude,
Why?
it's fucking.
Why?
How much nastier can you
You
get?
can't.
So Giardiniera is like a pickled vegetables like celery,
Okay, I'm familiar with it,
cauliflower, green peppers,
I got
carrots.
some in my fridge. I'll show you.
No,
It's
I get
fucking-
it.
and you
Sometimes
can't-
you get it at Mexican restaurants. they put it next to the.
That's not Giardiniera, but you're right. That is
yeah,
pickled
yeah.
jalapenos and carrots.
Yeah,
Totally different
I get
flavor,
you.
but
So no jalapenos, no peppers, just all bland stuff.
it's killer, dude.
Yeah. You put it on like Italian beef and stuff.
I can eat that with a fucking spoon.
That's
Okay.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's like saying I'd eat ketchup with a spoon. It's crazy.
Yeah.
You know,
gotcha.
speaking of food, you know what else is weird? When I came to Texas, I cannot find a sausage pizza. Now, of course, if I order it from a place, I can order just sausage. Of course,
Yeah.
I'm talking frozen pizza. Okay,
Okay.
I'm talking
H-E-B has home run in with sausage.
Wait, I just had a
few.
Totino's
not just sausage.
for $1. Totino's
it's
was
not
$1.
just sausage.
You're gonna have
pepperoni.
supreme. No,
Yeah.
go ahead. They always
The Totino's for $1 had just sausage.
no
And that cheese that doesn't melt, you know.
Totino's. No, they don't. I guarantee it. I guarantee.
Wasn't
I've
it-
done the fucking research.
Vinny, I'm gonna find one, and I'm gonna go to
For sure.
every H-E-B in
Do
fucking
it.
Texas.
Do it. And you let me know when you fucking
I
find
find
one.
one.
You let me know. 'cause
Why
they're
are you
all
trying to eat
about
a
the
frozen
pepperoni.
pizza anyways, Italian guy?
Well, home run in
What, I'm supposed
frozen's
to make
pretty
my
good.
own fucking pizza
Yeah.
too.
You just brought me homemade meatballs.
I made meatballs yesterday.
I got meatballs in my fridge from Tony, or from Vinny here, from Tony here, from Vinny here.
Hey. But yeah, I can't find just a sausage frozen pizza, so I buy cheese pizzas and bulk Italian sausage.
Oh, that's funny. To
Throw
make
it
your
on.
own.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's good.
Fucking stupid.
I work at a Detroit style pizza place,
Ooh,
and I have
I
people
love
come
Detroit
in.
style.
It's good.
I
It's
love
good.
Detroit
Yeah.
style.
But like people come in and they're like, "This is the best pizza I've ever had." I'm like, "Let's calm down. It's good." You go over to
What's the name
Chicago.
of it?
It's via 313. There's like six of them.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. But I don't like their sausage.
Really?
Yeah. I usually stick to just putting meatball on it. I'm
What
like,
about
fuck it.
Lou Malnati's?
I like Lou's. I just have. I
Do you
think
have
I
a
got
problem with
frozen
their
one there.
sausage?
Not really.
Because a
I
lot
think
of people
it's fine.
don't like that because it's like the patty.
Yeah.
It's like one big
Gino's East
patty
did that
Oh,
more.
really?
of
Yeah, yeah.
sausage.
Yeah, it's
Huh.
you could
I
go
haven't done that.
sausage every bite or sausage every other bite.
Yeah.
And even every other bite, it's a shit ton of sausage.
a lot.
Okay.
But they
It's so
put like
fucking
you
good.
know like how breakfast sausage is a circle? It's like that but huge and
Holy
just
shit.
thrown on top.
Yeah, it's
Interesting.
fucking killer, man.
Huh? Where's that at? What was it?
Illuminati's.
Oh, I haven't been
Illuminati's.
there. Okay.
Well, did you see now them in Portillo's did like an Italian beef sandwich or Italian beef pizza for like this month?
No.
I'm sure you could get it sent frozen. But it's
Oh,
I was
yeah,
like
I see it all the
I'm
time.
like horrified. I was like, I don't know if I can. Can I just have the two things separate?
I
I
don't
love them
know.
both. Yeah. I don't necessarily need everything I love put together.
on one.
Yeah.
I would still like to try it though.
I would like to try it. I hear good
would like
things.
to
Are you a KFC bowl type of guy?
I don't do KFC really.
I can't do my food mixed together or
Yeah.
touching, so I don't really do that kind of shit.
Really?
Yeah, I like it all separate.
I always got made fun of as like a kid. I'd eat like the mashed potatoes, and I'd eat the meat,
That's
then
how my
I'd eat
daughter
the carrots.
eats.
Yeah.
I eat a little bit of everything, but I don't like them to touch.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He's like he eats out of a Lunchables tray that has a separate section.
Oh, if I could totally get a tray like that,
They sell 'em for kids.
In life, like if I could go to like Golden Corral had that for, I'd be set, you know. But
So
they,
I understand the not touching. Like I have a Tupperware that I saved from some some place that I ordered from, and it's got 3 sections
Boston
and then
Market.
a big section, and that's perfect for when I make chicken nuggets.
yeah.
Right.
It's like nuggets here and sauces in each.
Yeah.
But are you like grossed out if they touch?
I used to be more so, but now I've smoked a lot more weed. My OCD has gotten a lot better.
Gotcha.
But I used to be really bad about it. Like if a carrot or if corn and mashed potatoes like touched, I'd be done. I couldn't do it.
He's a strict segregationist. This guy.
Wow.
Yeah, a very very foodist.
Yeah, I had to. I just quit smoking cigarettes.
You sound like it.
I'm still smoking weed, dude.
There we go.
I was doing bongs before I got here.
It's always like one of those like. It's nice to have something else to do.
It's tough, man.
Yeah.
So I have a friend that's pretty well off, and he made me an offer. He said he'll give me $10,000 cash if I quit smoking for 1 year.
Fuck.
Woo.
So how many times in life are you going to get that offer?
Yeah.
So I'm going to try, and I'm trying right now.
Is it cigarettes and weed? Or
no, just cigarettes. And I'm not vaping. I
Okay.
haven't done a vape. I haven't had a drag-off cigarette in 37 days.
Woo.
But
You got some way to go.
I've gained 17 pounds.
Holy shit.
Oh my god.
And I feel every fucking pound.
Oh shit.
I see every pound in my face. I feel it when I toss and
When you're
turn
getting
in
up,
my
yeah.
bed. You know, turning into a better position. I'm like, making noises.
That's only 37 days, man. What are you gonna be like at the end of the year?
What,
200
Diabetes, my ankle amputated.
But I got 10 grand.
He'll be
So
he'll be 40 grand in debt to hospitals, but
Your buddies be like, "Oh, the stock market's not so good this year."
seriously, I don't know if I could do it.
Oh man, that's
I like that I'm not smoking, so I'm not craving a cigarette. Like I want a cigarette.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I just don't want to. I want to stop getting fat,
right.
and I don't know if that's weak to blame it on the cigarettes because obviously I'm just eating too much. So
Right.
the simple answer is stop eating
used
so
to-
much.
yeah.
yeah.
But we all know it's not that fucking
No.
easy.
Yeah, it's either cigarettes or Cheetos. You gotta put something in your face, huh? That's yeah.
Okay, I felt a dick joke coming there. Coming there.
That's just your own next thought.
I wish
What's
we
going
were
on?
one of those like famous podcasts that were like 10 grand, we'll double it. Let's go. You know,
Let's
like,
do
you
it.
see all these like Tom Segura and stuff. They're like, we'll triple it. Who
Yeah,
gives a
right?
shit? And you're like, ah!
We have 3 viewers right now, so we can.
There we
maybe-
3 viewers
maybe we can
donate
all-
Nice.
to
Yeah.
save his life. We're saving a man's life, Austin,
Yeah. Yeah.
or killing him with obesity.
How's sober October going? You're not so sweaty right now.
No, I'm not. I got like through the withdrawals, and then like 2 nights later, I was just like, fuck it, I'm getting hammered.
Oh, you got hammered.
I got hammered,
Oh,
and then
damn.
the next day was my first hangover in like 2 years.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, what is this? And I was like, oh yeah, this is what happens when you don't drink every
day,
night.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually got a hangover.
Yeah.
Right.
So because you know, you go through like the sweats and the shakes and all the withdrawal stuff.
Yeah, I never get hangovers.
I never did. And then
I don't get the headache.
Yeah.
And I just don't.
Yeah. But if you stop drinking, would you get a headache?
Maybe.
Yeah,
but
that's what happened.
I'm not a huge drinker.
Oh.
I'll drink and I'll do shots all fucking night with you. I don't seem to get drunk. Mm-hmm. I don't know. You could ask any of my fucking friends back at home. I'll get fucked up to where I have to puke and I'll go on the side of the bar, puke, pop a mint, and come back in for more.
And then I'll be all right. Yeah.
But I don't know.
Next day you're fine though.
Next day I'm fine.
Yeah.
So the comedy in Chicago, I only did it like a month because I was living in LA and I came back for summer.
What year?
This was 2013, 2014, something
Okay.
like that. Yeah, so I did like, you know, and I was up near Rosemont.
Oh,
So I would go
excellent.
down to, what's
Yeah.
the big club there?
Is
They had an
there a
open
Zanies?
mic. Zanies, yeah.
Yeah.
So they had an open mic. I go in the city to like random bars every once in a while. But those shows are so hard
Oh yeah.
because they don't have a separate room.
And how do you get into there?
Yeah.
How do you, a show?
At which
Or you're
Zanies,
just saying
I was
it was
doing
an
the
open
open mic.
mic.
It was an
Oh,
open
okay.
mic, yeah.
Gotcha.
And I'd like go in the city and do like bar shows.
Yeah.
But in Chicago, if it's a bar show and there's not a separate room, everyone in the bar is funnier than you.
Right?
So you're
Yeah.
dealing with guys who have been sitting at that bar for 30 years, drinking and telling jokes to their friends,
Yep.
and it's all their audience. It's
Yeah,
all
there
their
were-
friends. So
there
you
were a
tell a
couple like
bad
that.
joke, a guy will say something else, and all the bar dies laughing, and you're like, "Well, I'm fucked." I don't know
Yeah.
what
There
you
were a
want.
couple. There were
Yeah.
a couple places like that for sure.
Going against the home team.
Yeah,
basically. Yeah.
That's always like in LA. It was fine because no one in LA is that funny. Like all
Is there a
or
difference?
that regular.
yeah.
Is there a difference between the jokes they're telling in LA
LA is
compared to
more-
Chicago compared to Austin? Even right now, is
Yeah.
there
So Chicago's more like New York, or it's more like boom.
What does that mean?
Like it's like quick one-liners, or like quicker.
Punch.
It's not so much stories.
Okay.
In LA, it's big stories, big elaborate.
Everybody's a writer.
Yeah, everyone's an actor, so
now
they're acting out.
We're just talking technique. I'm talking about like material. Are they less edgy?
They're edgier in New York and
in Chicago.
Yeah,
than they
LA
are here
is
in
soft.
Austin.
Austin, you can find both. Austin still, I don't think Austin's decided. I mean, after my experience this last week, Austin's pretty soft.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I got in trouble with a lot of people. Do you know? Fucking Christ. A kid died, right?
Yeah, Nick.
Yeah. So
I went to the creek for that.
Right. And what did they do there?
What's that?
What did they do there at the
Night
memorial?
of the memorial.
Did people tell jokes?
Everyone, it was nice,
people
man.
I bet it was very nice,
it made
and
me
he deserves
feel
it.
really good. I
Right.
had my back to the bar. I did like 6 shots of Screwball. I was there by myself. 6 shots of Screwball, 3 fucking Captain Coke, whatever. But it was really nice, and his dad was there,
Right.
and said a story. It was really nice,
Right,
man.
and he deserves it. I have nothing against the kid.
No, I know.
Yeah.
And he was one of the first
Comics you met?
Yeah, he did Romo. He was hosting the Romo room.
Okay.
In the Domain.
Right.
Oh, wow.
And he was just always fucking so nice and cool.
Right.
So what?
So the day that it happened, so I had a kid do the same thing like 2 weeks before. So I was like, fuck it. I'm sick of this stuff. And like, I know a lot about it.
I know where you're going.
And so I posted like, hey guys, it's not a good idea to post all this stuff about it because that leads to more people doing it. And that's just all the facts, all the data says that. So then people got mad at me for posting that. And I was like, I'm just trying to make sure this doesn't happen again. And then I was like, you know what? We're comics. I'm going to go on stage tonight and I'm going to do jokes about the kid I knew from high school. And not about Nick, just about how we responded to it. Because I think our response was silly. Yep. Like being like, reach out to comedians. It's like, don't reach out to comedians. There's professionals. There's tons of people that are paid to talk to.
100%.
Like, you know, it's our job to make jokes. I'm not here to sit and be sad. I don't like being sad. That's why I got into comedy. Right?
Absolutely.
So people got really upset. And like, I wasn't the only one there, but I posted it. I was like, I have a pair of balls between my legs. I'll post it. The jokes didn't go great. It's fine. I'm not being mean to the kid. I'm not doing what like Ari did to Kobe, being like, fuck him. Yeah. And so a ton of people got mad, and then I got bitched at the bar, and I was like, I'm not taking this.
You got bitched at by
a comedian. Yeah, and it was a female, so it's like,
of course,
you know, it's not like she wants to have a conversation. When she came up, I knew like what it was. Yeah. I knew it was like, I was like, I see a woman who has a speech she wants to give me. Yeah. So I was like, I immediately cut her off. She's like, hey, do I know you? I was like, we've done 7 shows together. Like we know each other. Stop trying to big league me. And then I was like, and she's like, I was like, I tried to be nice to cut it off. And I was like, do you want a drink or something? And she's like, no, I know, I saw what you were posting. I don't think it's very funny. How long have you been doing comedy? I was like, 9 years. She's like, get funnier. You're not very funny. You should quit. I was like, and then I tried talking to her. I was like, well, actually what I was talking about and like explain it. And she just walks off.
She's like, kill yourself.
Yeah. And then went upstairs and bragged to all the comics that she showed the big bad guy. So she wanted to be the hero of it. And I was like, I'm not going to let you be the hero of it. So
you took a chance.
Yeah.
You took a chance, and you were you, and it didn't work out.
Right.
Well,
it did or didn't. There's some people that like it. Yeah. Some people loved it.
So
some people.
I was going to say, I watched the podcast. Theo Blue.
Yeah, Theo Blanc. Oh, Theodorus Blue last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard you talk about the challenge. I think it was you guys
challenge.
Talking about
Challenge,
like suicide notes.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was fucking funny.
Yeah.
Okay. I laughed. It's edgy. It's good.
Well, it's also an honest experience
exactly,
I had. Yeah, it's not made up.
So,
yeah.
There's nothing wrong with as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
But unfortunately,
and I get it. I'll take the bows and arrows.
Yep.
But like and like anyone who yelled at me on Instagram, I didn't yell back. I was like, I get it. You're grieving. You're upset.
Yeah.
I feel bad for you. I feel bad for the family. I feel bad for the kid. But I did my job.
Yep.
And so I'm not going to come at you because you had a visceral response. But if you plan something out and then corner me and I can't even talk, well, now you're being a jerk.
Yeah.
So
I know there's some things better unsaid.
Right.
So my buddy, he's a recovering addict.
Yeah.
Great fucking guy. One of the first people I met.
I was a recovering
here.
addict until 5 seconds ago.
This was, now I'm recovered.
I'm healed.
He was heroin.
Yeah.
So great kid. He's 30 years old. I work with him. One of the first 3 or 4 people that I met down here. Just genuine, super nice. He's got a wife, 2 daughters. He lives down the street from me, and we connected.
Right.
And he was venting one night at my place, and he was in tears. Mm-hmm. Talking about his mom passing away and this and that. And I said this to him. I said, "Have you ever thought about suicide?" And he fucking pissed in his pants laughing.
Yeah. Is there anything better than someone crying to that?
Vinny, you are such a fucking asshole. He's like, you are the only person that could fucking say that to me.
Yeah.
And we just cracked up, and he actually like fucking hugged me. He was crying so hard. It made him laugh. And I would, of course, I'm not gonna fucking
You're not honestly asking
advice.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about? But I said that. He started. I go, seriously, dude. Have you ever thought about just giving up?
Right. Just calling. Just punch out on the clock.
And now this was like a year and a half ago. Now we use that on each other
all the time.
All the time.
Yeah.
And he's like, have you ever thought about suicide?
Right. No, there really is nothing better than someone who's really upset, having a bad day, and you just hit it, and it changes everything.
Yeah.
Like,
and of course, like I said, we're not advocating, and it's humor, and
for the most part, we're a bunch of idiots making jokes.
And we're assholes.
Yeah.
And we're assholes. Yeah.
But Nick, too, again, like I said, it's not made up. Like my experience, like I do jokes about my girlfriend having cancer, and I get off stage, and even in the bit, I say she actually has cancer. Like, do I have to bring a picture? And like every time I get off stage, someone will come up to me and be like, "Hey, does she really have cancer?" Yeah. She'll be sitting in this bald, and I'll be like, "That's her, the bald one that looks all cancery." And they'll still be like, "Hey, does she have cancer?" And I'm like, "Yeah." I had a bartender come up to both of us, and she was like, "Hey, does she have cancer?" I was like, "No, she loves the haircut. The fuck are you talking about?" And
she loves G.I. Jane.
She goes, then she goes, "Oh, well, my husband had cancer and he died of it." And I just turned to her. I was like, "What an uplifting story in this second week of chemo for us. Thank you so much." Like, what are you saying? Like, I get it. You want to be like part of, but it's like, that's dope. Cool.
Thank you.
So she's gone. I might pack her on ice right now.
So I don't mean to one up you now.
Yeah,
but I got another. I got a cancer one. One of my favorite human beings in this world, Sarah. She had a double mastectomy, and she beat cancer.
Nice.
Okay, we're at a wake for her. Was it her brother or Sonia's dad? We're at a wake. And I see Sarah, and there's a circle of people, and they're just talking.
Right.
And I knew all those people, obviously. And I walked up, and I leaned in, and I looked at Sarah. I go, "You still milking that cancer card?" And they all just fucking died.
That's
just
so
fucking
good.
died.
Nice.
And making at a fucking funeral.
Yeah.
And once again, they're like, "Vinny, only fucking
you fucking bastard. You did it again." Yeah.
You fucking dick.
Yeah. It's all about delivery and timing, too.
We did probably my second year in a comedy, I did what's it called? Not relief show, a fundraising show.
Yeah.
So like it got very popular for like 2 years in LA for girls whose like mother had breast cancer to get the double mastectomy as like a pre thing.
Yeah.
So we did a fundraiser for it, and a girl booked me. I was like, all right, I'd love to. You know, I'm not getting jobs. I'll take that gig. For Theo Von headlined, which was awesome.
Kick ass.
But like halfway through, I did like a joke about like, it sucks. I came to California to see beaches and blondes with big tits, and now this thing took over. Oh, you guys are ruining my dream.
Fuck.
Yeah, because there's just girls who were huge, and then just sitting up there with nothing. I was like, what am I looking at? Why are we?
Yeah. That's fucking.
That was a fucking nightmare.
But you know, I did. Who was it? It was recently. I had friends come in from Illinois. Oh, and Nico's friend is a veterinarian.
Okay.
And I took my dog to her, you know, and she let me know that my dog didn't have a heart murmur. So he was diagnosed with a heart murmur before I moved out here. He was on heart meds,
right.
$170 a month for about a year. And then I took him to the same vet out here, and they were like, I don't hear a heart murmur. I'm like, wow. You guys were the ones that told me.
You guys told me, yeah.
So now I took him to her as a second opinion. And she's like, Vinny, I checked him. She said, I had my 2 senior doctors check him. We even had a student check him to see if she could hear a heart murmur. Nobody heard a heart murmur. So I'm like, oh my God, that's fucking great.
Right. But also you just threw away this money for...
Yeah, but I mean...
It is what it is.
It's a dog, and of course... So my friends came in, and we all hooked up in Austin. We went to Casino El Camino.
Nice.
And I threw a joke at her like these, and it didn't hit.
Sometimes they don't.
They don't. She was so pissed off.
That's fun.
Like she yelled, because I go, thanks for checking out Joe for me. I really appreciated that. I go, he died the next day. And she was fucking pissed.
Dog people.
She was pissed.
Dog people are up there with.
Like kind of.
Say what you want to say about the people dying. But
you can't say that to me. Don't ever do that again. And I went, oh shit, okay.
I think it's that area, because the Velveeta room acted like that yesterday or Tuesday when I was there doing dead son jokes. They were all being bitches. So
they'd rather hear.
But what place isn't going to be a bunch of bitches over dead son jokes?
It crushed a few times.
Really?
Yeah, quite a few times. But man, Velveeta fucking did not like it. I had one lady walk out. One lady who tried grabbing Hooch's dick walked out on me. So
it's so funny, the people who are like, I feel like it's the people who are up and down that'll get pit. Like they'll do crazy shit here.
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
That's like what it was. Yeah. That's what it was. She was trying to fuck one of the comics, and then got mad at me. So yeah.
Were you a dog kid growing up? Did you have pets growing up?
We had pets,
okay.
But I don't recall them. Actually, our dog's name was Lady.
Oh yeah.
She was a collie.
Oh yeah.
Just Lady, not
just Lady.
The whole. Yeah.
This is Lady Macbeth.
Yeah.
That's why.
Because she screams at night because she sees bloody hands and stuff.
Yeah. She does. She sings.
It's an educational joke for everyone.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the right play, right? I'm not crazy.
I wouldn't fucking know.
Oh, okay.
Hamlet.
Hamlet.
You talking Hamlet over there? No, see, my parents, no pets growing up. So then, like,
hamster, nothing.
I got like a fish tank because like I saw one with like glass like baubles you would put in it and they'd float, and you put like a neon light and it looked cool. I was like, oh, it's like a lava lamp only. Yeah. I was like, that's cool. So I got that, and then my like brother brought home fish and put it in there. I was like, I didn't really want the fish, and my parents were pissed, and like they're like, well, it's your responsibility now. I was like, I didn't buy them. I didn't do it. And they're like, you have to clean the tank every week. So I just stopped feeding them. They lived for like 7 months without food. Wow. Like, I guess I just let their tank get so dirty, or they were eating algae. I don't know. Yep. They were just like, it's like, how are you not dead yet? What the fuck?
They eat each other too.
Yeah.
There's just one fish left.
Yeah. You look big today. What did you do?
No cat. No nothing.
So then, like, I started dating someone who had a dog, and I was like, this is horrible. Yeah, all the money you guys spend on it, and then like we had to put one down, and that's the most. I was like, this is the worst day of my life. Why did you put me through this? This sucks.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
And she's like, I've done this 8 times. I was like, you're insane. You're crazy.
You keep on doing this to yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have 5 dogs in this house. 5 dogs and 2 cats, and they're all gonna die. Yeah.
And they're all gonna die.
How do you know they're all gonna die?
I'm pretty sure they're all
Google
gonna die. You know, some of them are pretty close.
Chad's the only one crazy enough that would upload his pet's brain into like a computer and be like, yeah, you live with me forever.
Actually, this one's reincarnated from the last dog I had, so it worked out.
There we go.
Yeah.
No, you know, that you asked me that if I was a dog lover from the beginning, and I really wasn't. So now I'm thinking what made me, because dogs are everything to me. Everything.
And they do cause.
And so
it's the marijuana.
Well, the one I have right now, he's 14, and
he's gonna die.
My dad just for sure. For sure.
Like
I just hope soon.
Yeah, me too. That's why this one's holding on too long, and I got up there. He needs to go.
Yeah, my dad just brought him home one day, 6 months old, and I'm like, who's gonna take care of him?
Yeah.
Who's going to walk them? Who's going to... My dad's like, I will, no problem. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
It's like the opposite of most kids. It's usually the kid brings home the dog, so I'll take care of him, and usually the parents take care of him.
This was totally the opposite.
Well, that's what my girl did. I was like, we're going to go a year without a dog because you've never lived without a pet. So you have to see how that is.
Yep.
I had to live with a pet for 5 years. Sure. So maybe fair's fair.
Yeah.
A month later, dog comes home. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And she goes, it's our last dog's sister. They're from the same litter. I was like, I think the breeder just couldn't get rid of this dog and pawned it off on you. I don't think it's necessarily.
Wow.
Did you get the nasal surgery done on this one?
She didn't need it. No. I mean, maybe the old owner. She got like abandoned by her old owner. She got like sent back when she was like 7 to the breeder. Yeah, so like she was like, they didn't feed her. She had all sorts of diseases. The breeder brought her back to like okay health so that Lauren could pick her up. And I was like, oh God. So she gained like 10 pounds in a month of living with us.
That's
awesome. Just like crazy. Yeah.
That's awesome. See, it's those videos that fucking make me cry.
Yeah.
When I'm watching TikTok, a good puppy rescue video. Dude, I'm bawling.
This one's not as sad because it's like adopting a teenager. It's like, it's all fucked up. You only had it 5 more years.
Fuck off.
So everyone who hates me right now, I'm a hero. Remember that. Rescue dog.
Oh, fuck.
Do you think that's going to rehabilitate my image in Austin comedy?
Yeah, you have a rescue dog?
Yeah.
No.
Fuck.
It's a rescue from a breeder. So I don't know if that's really a rescue.
Well, it's a rescue from a person who had the receipt. And it's like, I don't know if you take
it's a return. It's a return is what that is.
I'm like Salvation Army.
And the sister died.
No, the brother died. Conan died,
because of bad breeding?
Cancer.
Bad breeding?
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh, he was so fucked up. I mean, you can probably not see it, but I have a huge scar here. He took out a chunk of my lip.
No shit.
When I lived in New York. So I had to like walk bleeding everywhere to a hospital at 3 a.m.
With the dog.
No, we left the dog in the apartment.
Yeah, kick that dog down the street.
I'm not going to take it to the hospital and be like, he did it. They're going to pull the skin out.
Walking.
No. We were in the apartment. I was eating pizza. And he just jumped up to try and get the pizza and got my lip.
Yep.
And so I was like, the fuck? And like, I went to like cauterize it. Because I've cut like my hands, I've cut my arms, and I'll just heat a spoon and then it's done. No money. Okay. There's a little bit of a scar. Who cares?
My fucking dad.
Yeah. Who gives a shit? You're fine. So I went to do that. And my girlfriend was like, no, we're going to the hospital. So we had to walk. And now it's 3 a.m. I look like I'm in pajama pants and like a tank top. And like a wife beater.
Yeah.
Bleeding everywhere with like a baseball thing of paper towel on the lip, not doing anything.
Yeah. Wow.
I look like I'm pretty drunk too, so we get to the hospital, they're like, great, you'll be up in like 20 minutes. Some old guy comes in, old Jewish New Yorker, probably never left the island in his life. Sits down, he goes, I want to see a doctor now. They're like, you can't, you wait in line like everyone else. He takes out a cigar, fucking biggest cigar I've ever seen. I thought it was a joke cigar. Puts it in his mouth, lights it up. Sir, you can't smoke that in here. He goes, guess what? You can't kick me out. That's illegal. If I need medical help, you can't kick me out. So either take me back there and I'll put out the cigar, or I'm fucking smoking. It's your turn. Come on back. The whole place cheered for him. Everyone was okay with him cutting. They're like, this guy's the fucking man.
Wow. You know where I thought you were going with that story?
What?
I thought he was going to cauterize the fucking...
He'd come out and...
I was going to be like, dude, don't even.
He's like, I'm not happy looking at this.
Get this guy in there now.
No, it's bad. The nurse came back and she's like, oh, God, we're going to need to call a doctor. Because she had like a needle and thread and was like, oh, it's just a quick... Oh, no. I was like, yeah. And then they're like, when was your last tetanus shot? I was like, I don't know. I think I got one. And she just, it's today. It was right now. Yeah. I was like, all right.
I don't know is the wrong answer.
Yeah, I don't know. It's definitely the wrong answer.
3 weeks ago, that works.
You guys aren't old enough to have that tetanus shot where you had
You got the hole in your arm?
Yeah, the bubble
scar.
I don't have the scar, but you had to wait for it to like bubble or something.
I don't know.
No, he had the gun. No, you're talking. You don't have it.
I think it's covered. I don't see it.
He got the whole tattoo just because he was embarrassed.
It was like 6 needles, and they'd vaccinate you with 6 different things all at once.
That scar is here. On, look at this.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not risking it, Vinny. I know Chicago people.
They're all short. You can't reach the table.
Yeah, I don't know how many vaccines I got. I definitely got the minimum. My parents were like, "Fuck this," and my mom works in pharmaceuticals.
Feel the love. I definitely got the minimum.
Yeah, they were like, "We're not coming back here." They're like, "Do what you can today. Anything else he doesn't need." And they're like, "Okay."
Yeah, I never went to the doctor as a kid. I always got in trouble. Like if I break my leg or something. Like,
yeah, you're in trouble.
I get in trouble and it was always a bill or some shit.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. It's what the fuck have you done?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So it was only whatever that was necessary. Whatever they gave you in school is what I got.
A hearing test? That's not a vaccine.
That's what
How old are you guys?
I'm 42.
33.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be 43 in this month.
Happy birthday.
October 29th. Yeah. It's crazy.
No shit. Happy birthday.
Yeah, thanks, man.
What are we
Happy
doing?
early birthday.
We have Allison
podcast.
Wojciechowski. You know that Allison from Lady
Yeah.
Titty. She'll be here on that day.
Is that actually a podcast day? I was joking.
Yeah, it's actually podcast day. April's is the week before Sunday, the 22nd. We're a week apart.
Are you still going to make her slave on the computer?
Yeah. She's got to do that.
Happy
work.
birthday.
Yeah.
Sit.
I didn't know I was actually pointing at you. I was actually
April, we appreciate you. I say that like she's in a booth somewhere,
April,
not right there.
April, those meatballs were for you.
Yeah.
There you go.
And those are
for your
birthday balls.
birthday.
All for you.
So like Kill Tony says, you'll have balls in your face.
You say that like that's his like
No, because
punchline in every episode. He's like, "All right, guys, balls in your face."
No, it's the running joke from my episode. Yeah.
Which I enjoyed.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It was cringy for me, but I watched it again.
And it's not as bad after you watch it again.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
as
Well, can
bad.
you watch it? I can't watch myself. I'm really bad at it.
I hate watching myself too. I hate hearing
I
myself.
hate hearing. Well, it's funny too to me. Like when people are like, "You have to record every set, and you have to watch it back,
no.
and you have to take notes."
Yeah.
I was like, I don't think Richard Pryor did. I don't think Lenny Bruce did.
Post it.
Yeah, post
Friends
some.
don't want me to post
Yeah.
this shit.
I'm
like,
fine
I am
posting
not posting
some.
an open mic when there's 4 people in the fucking
Yeah, but you
room.
could have posted your funniest person in Austin. That was good.
I did.
Okay, so it's
That was posted.
Yeah.
It's professional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that was decent. I was happy with that.
Yeah.
Did you get? Could you hear the crowd laugh?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so it's
Dude,
just Owens.
I brought 14 people to that.
Jesus.
Oh wow.
My whole work. It was fucking awesome.
What do you do?
I work maintenance for the apartment complex that I live at. Dude,
That's the fucking best job.
I pay $660 a month
Yeah.
for a 1-bedroom, and I punch a clock about 30 feet from my front
Right,
door
yeah.
at the leasing office.
Yeah. I've always
I fucking love my job.
I've every time I've moved in somewhere and like anytime a maintenance person comes, I was like, this guy's a fucking retard. Hire me. I'll do it. Take off my rent.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. Like
Yeah, no.
no.
I
Yeah.
appreciate the comparison. Thanks.
This guy's a fucking retard.
Well, I
This
think
guy's a
he's
fucking
not a
retard.
retard. He might not be. He's wearing a shirt that says Tool. He
No,
might have
he
a good tool
He
chest.
just might be a tool.
No,
He loves.
He's not a
might
retard. He's a
not
tool. Yeah, he might not be. We don't
In
know yet.
LA, I had a guy come fix my sink, and let's see if your sink's the same. So it's one of those sinks. God damn it. Yeah, it kind of is. So it like goes up and then like over, but there's like a thing you take off.
Yeah.
And so like it's a studio. So I'm in my like sitting on my bed watching TV. He's in the kitchenette trying to fix it, and he's just staring at me like poking his finger in the sink. It's like, what's this fucking Mexican doing? Yeah. Like, he's like, oh, it's good. And I was like, all right, well, it wasn't good, so can you fix it? And he's like, well, okay. And he just like for like way too long. He was
Just looking
standing
at
there
you?
like staring at me.
Not a people
And-
person.
Well, so he finally fixes the sink. I'm like, all right, man, thank you. Like, I
he
gave him
start taking
like
off
$5. I was like, here, I
That's
know
awesome.
you're not supposed to tip, but whatever.
Yeah.
Give him $5. He grabs me by the dick. He's like, can I suck?
Shut
I was
up.
like, get the fuck out of
Come
here.
on,
He's like,
kill
come
me.
on. I jacked him in the face.
Oh, wow.
And I called the leasing office, and I was like, A, I'm sure he's illegal.
Wow.
B, get this fucking guy out of here.
Is it my brother Tony?
Yeah, it was. Well, it's funny too. The leasing office, it was like old Jewish people. So I call. I was like, "Dude, your guy just like grabbed my cock." And I was like, and they're like, don't talk about it. Like, we have lawyers. My cousin's a lawyer. I was like, I'm sure your family tree is full of lawyers and accountants. I'm just saying, like, that wasn't cool.
Wow. That's
And here we are on the biggest podcast on the internet talking
about me getting molested.
Yeah. There's that one viewer right now.
He's
watching.
like, yeah, he's posting something right now. Zach likes when Mexicans grab his dick.
Yeah.
So this is
What apartment complex was this that you're not supposed to talk about?
Braun.
Okay.
They wrote me a very nice letter of recommendation for anywhere I would like to.
This is. I wish I would have.
You're tagged on it on Facebook
Oh, okay.
right now.
Okay, cool.
You're in it. Yeah, it's right there.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah, they're seeing it. Yeah.
You're so happy.
Yeah.
Why are you so high all the time?
No, I'm just really sad.
Why are you sad?
I was kidding.
Because you weren't the one to grab my balls? You're like, oh, you're just letting anyone do that?
Yeah, I didn't know it was just an option.
No.
It's just out there.
You got to work. You got to fix my sink first.
Oh, no, I ain't doing that. Yeah.
Yeah. The not smoker in the room.
Cheers.
Yeah. What is that? The D8 vape stuff? The THCP QRZ. That's what this is. This is some stuff I got at the gas station.
This is Blue Hawaiian.
It works pretty good. This is like THCA, MP, and some other shit.
This is the point in the
It's
podcast
not
where I
real
just
weed.
go.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Put that shit down. Smoke this.
Well, this one's
He just wants your guys' lips wrapped around the same thing.
yeah.
No, the chlamydia went away.
Did you even consider New York?
No.
No?
No.
See,
I don't know why. It was no.
You came in for Rogan.
Kill Tony too.
I
Is
mean,
good.
I originally wanted to go to California.
Yeah.
So it was the Comedy Store that was driving me.
I just can't. I mean, it might be better now because so many people have left, so there might be room.
Yep.
But like, what I always told people about California was be dragged there, because like they'll be like, all right, you're up next. We'll give you your audition. We'll give you this. We'll give you, all around town.
Yeah.
Like, we'll give you a shot. And then they're like, you show up for the gig, and they're like, actually, an agent from CA came by. They got this kid from Idaho that we have to give. So it's just like, they're like, maybe in 3 months we'll circle back to you. And then you're like, all right, 3 months later, I'm here. They're like, we got a guy from Vermont. And you're like, fucking Christ. Like, what do you got to do? Because they assume you'll be there forever. So why take care of you when they can make good relationships with these agencies? And
what year were you in, Kelly?
I was in California from 2009 to like 14, 15.
Okay.
But I was only in LA for 2.5 years. So I went to college in Orange County.
Actually, this tattoo is from Sunset Strip.
Really?
Right there.
not on 6th Street, the actual.
No.
Because they did have a tattoo night there like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
I got my ink done at the same tattoo shop on Sunset. Probably there's only like that main one, but the red place,
Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah,
the famous one.
Yeah. That's where I got some stuff on my back.
His name was Chester.
Was he a big bald guy?
Was he a molester?
He was an old guy. But this is the only tattoo that I have. I have 1, 2. I got 5, and this is the only one that. Something fucking funny about that, ChadO?
This is the only tattoo I have. That I got 1, 2, 3. That's the sentence.
Oh, and then you did head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
This is the only tattoo that I have that literally did not hurt whatsoever.
I wouldn't even
And I'm
think
convinced that it's because of his
so good.
technique.
See,
and-
I had the opposite experience there.
Yep.
This is the only tattoo I've ever passed out from is getting from there because it was so painful. The guy worked on me so hard. He dug in so deep.
Damn.
He put me. I literally passed out.
See, I wouldn't even think
I'm
of that
feeling
as
like
a
starting to
Same
sweat.
place. Same place.
See that?
Can
You see that?
Sort of.
You see that?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me make it look better. It said Metallica.
Oh,
Jesus Christ. It looks like a
When
menorah now.
When I was 18 years old.
was that one of the 5 that you
I'm
counted?
54, so
You should count
do
that
the
one.
math. I went to 2 sessions to have it removed.
2 sessions? Oh, to removed.
To have it removed, and back then it was you put on goggles, and she hit me like right here with the gun. She's like, "That's what it's gonna feel like for about 45 seconds," and I'm like, "Holy shit!" So it fucking killed, man.
Well, and on the hand, too, it's tough.
Right on the bone.
Yeah.
And she's going, for 45 seconds. I'm like, fuck. So we get done with that session. We start booking the next one. And then she tells me, here's a bottle of cream you can put on this. It'll numb it so it won't be so bad.
Where was this
Couldn't have
before?
fucking told
Yeah.
me before? Give me this on the first consultation.
Maybe she didn't like you.
So I went for 2 sessions, and then I had... They said back then it was, if you said it was gang related, it was free.
Oh, so Metallica
so
gang.
I was in the fucking Metallica gang, you know? Yeah, seek and destroy, you know?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
How much money did they lose on that?
Did you show me you're the master of puppets?
It's got to suck, too, because when you're in pain, you want to squeeze, and you have to be like, ah!
Dude. Yeah.
That blows.
And it's on the middle finger. Metallica.
Fuck yeah.
Dude. My 82 Z28.
You
T-top style.
You still driving it today? Joe Dirt style. Got a big fucking.
Joe Dirt. I wish.
Got a big wing on the back.
Not Joe Dirt 2?
I haven't seen it.
Well,
I'll tell you what, I wouldn't change the way and the time that I was brought up. Yeah. I wouldn't change it for the fucking world the way I see the world now. Back then, I probably hated it and didn't appreciate it, but now, looking back, fuck, it was the shit.
Well, let's look back at it. You said you have a yearbook.
Oh, shit.
wait, you brought your yearbook?
He's got some other stuff in here, but let's start with
a yearbook and dildos.
Let's start with the yearbook.
He's just got all the girls he's banged circled.
So, what I did, Zach,
Where's Lake Park?
in the west suburbs of Chicago.
West Side.
So that's got to be close to me. That was Libertyville.
25 minutes from Rosemont. Okay. It's about 45 minutes from Libertyville.
Yeah,
I used to live up. I used to live in Fox Lake.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was like, Lake Park sounds familiar.
Yeah.
So I've definitely.
You're from Libertyville?
I'm from Libertyville.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was born in Chicago Heights.
Really?
Yeah, I lived in Gary though.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
We got 3 Chicago guys?
Pretty much.
And I'm the only one repping.
Yeah.
Well,
so that's because he left the gang.
This is my yearbook, and what I did with this was
not a lot of
after
signatures.
All of my that is key. That's funny. I dropped out.
Oh, okay.
And I had somebody get me a yearbook, but I wrote in here all my acid trips. So it'll say what number. It'll say the initials of who went with and what we did. And there's
is it what you did in real world, or
I even made a to find out which one. So you want to find out trips 1 through 3? That's on the back of the back page.
He's got an index.
There's 1 through 3.
He's got the Dewey Decimal System for acid trips. This is one of the more creative things I've ever seen.
Is there a tab in there still from the year?
Yeah, right.
The yearbook scratch and lick. And right back.
I have not saved, but helped complete arguments that my friends have had. You know, when we tripped prom 87 at the Marriott in Chicago, and Donnie's saying that we didn't do shrooms, and Craig's saying we did shrooms and acid, and I fucking look it up. Page 134. Yeah, we each ate an eighth of shrooms, and then so it's just proof.
What year is it?
This is from 80. I graduated in 87.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a perfect time to do shrooms and acid.
It was fun.
No, I do think you.
That's the Reagan time.
It was fun.
That's like right at the
that was the war on drugs.
Yeah.
Not in Chicago. We have our own laws in Chicago. We don't
to this day.
Yeah.
Were you guys acid guys at all?
I haven't done acid. I've done mushrooms, but I haven't done the chemicals yet.
I enjoy acid. I've only done it a couple times. I don't do like huge hits. I just do like, and I'm like, the one thing it does for me is it's like you just have like a nice day. I'll just sit there. I'll have a really nice day. Like I won't trip that much. It'll just be like, and then it like, the problem for me is like it makes me very soft for like 3 months.
Really?
I lose my edge, and I'm like,
you can't get it hard ever again.
Yeah, no. People like will heckle me. I'll be like, I know you're going through stuff, man. It's okay. And then the audience is like, the fuck was that? Like, he's having a rough week, guys. Let's chill.
Speaking of, we have a roast battle this Saturday, October 14th.
Boom.
We're gonna be.
I'm gonna do acid during it, and I'm gonna be like, you guys are both.
You
beautiful.
guys are battling each other.
Yeah, we're putting it on.
We're hosting
it.
Oh, kick ass!
And
I've seen that. I've seen that.
So we have Charles Adams Jr. versus Lauren Jameson. We have the Birthday Boys, Eric Biggs versus Cody Mack.
That'll be funny. They're going to get way too personal.
Then we have...
Those are the best.
That's always my problem with roast battles. If it's someone I know, I'm going to be like, remember that thing you told me in secret? You're a faggot!
Anthony Knight versus Don Armand. They're always together. They're like best... if they had a podcast, that they would have a podcast together. And then
Charles.
Well, I said that. Yeah, but
Okay.
and then the headliners are Alden Shaw versus Mike Hudak.
Oh, kick ass.
Yeah.
Where at?
It's gonna be at Walnut Creek Pub. Yeah, Walnut Creek Pub in Austin.
Cool.
But the
And when is that again?
it's October 14th. It's next Saturday.
Oh shit.
Oh yeah, sure.
I got a show in Clifton, Texas.
That's why I didn't
Where
ask
the
you.
fuck is Clifton?
Like 2 hours north.
Jesus.
Why do you do
Christ.
shows out there?
It's chance to do 20 minutes.
Nice.
Do they pay okay?
Well,
They pay.
Enough to get there and back. That's all that you need.
Yeah, they pay,
Yeah.
and I would do it for free, to be honest with you, because it's
I hope some people feel the
it's
same
gonna
way this
be
weekend.
A legit crowd, and they paid to see a show,
Right.
and they're there to laugh. It's not 10 jaded comedians.
Yeah.
Is it a showcase or you?
Yes.
Okay, so you're
Yeah,
not featuring.
No.
Because 20, you
Yeah.
know, it could be either.
Yeah.
But this roast battle is it's a roast rumble. It's 3 rounds. So after the first round, they'll get 10 minutes to go right while we do 10 minutes of stand up, and then they'll come back and do the second round, and then they'll go back and do 10 minutes, and then do the last.
So it's just you're bracketing down.
Yeah, to
Okay,
the
kick ass.
ultimate roaster this Saturday. We'll find out who the roast champion of this battle is.
So the first
That's
round is
kick-ass,
people who
man.
are best friends and know each other forever, and then the second round is
You don't
fuck
know
it. You got
anybody.
5 minutes. Figure it out.
Figure it out. You got
Some of
10
those
minutes.
are the good ones.
Yeah.
Though. Some of
So-
those are the more clever. You know.
Yeah, so we'll see how they do. You know,
Yeah.
on the feet. You know, because it's easy to write for somebody you know,
Right.
but you know, can you do it? Can you do it in 10 minutes?
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's the ultimate test.
That's a different beast, man.
yeah.
That's a different beast.
I don't like
Roasting
roasting.
somebody. I never have. I've never done a
Have you
roast
wrote any
battle.
yet?
And I
No,
won't.
because I don't know what we're doing.
I don't think
we
I
got
can.
3. We got 3 each.
Okay. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. Don't worry.
You don't think you could?
I don't know.
I always get too angry.
I had
Everyone
some people
says I
tell
seem
me
too
that they
mean.
don't. That they couldn't. They wouldn't do it. But I had some other people jump at the bit. Like they couldn't wait. You know, like Alden and Mike were excited to go
Oh,
against
of
each
course
other.
they were.
Yeah.
I could see them love it.
Yeah.
No, my thing is like I said, like I'll get too personal or I get too snarky or whatever, and then I'm a tall guy. You know, people are like, "Who's this angry giant ogre screaming at us?" And they'll put me against someone who's like 4 feet tall, and I'll be like, "I look like I'm gonna fucking kill this guy. Like, what are you guys doing? Like, this isn't fair."
And
the audience
Do you
is.
go out there with that attitude?
Yeah, I go out
Okay.
with like, "This guy's a fucking idiot." Like,
Well, luckily we're both 6'3" and 220.
yeah, so we'll be fine. We could just fight. We'll just
Yeah.
mud wrestle.
We're
We'll
the
put
same-
it. We'll
we're
put
the
in a
same weight
cakewalk
class.
jelly wrestling match.
Yeah.
We actually did that in college. Not as fun as you'd think.
Jello wrestling.
We did Jello wrestling. We
Wow.
spent like
Jello wrestling bobos.
well, you like people don't realize like so we tried doing it early, and then we realized like you can't just put Jello and water in a like kids tub.
You have to
refrigerate it.
So you're just in sticky water.
So then we got like buckets.
Of
And
ice.
we put the water in that and put those in like one of those big coolers. And then we tried putting that, but then it just sits as this giant bucket of Jello.
So it is,
So we had to
Oh
like
my
cut
God.
it, and
Yeah,
then
Jello
place it
form.
around, and then we just had like
so much work.
Then we just had like sticky girls walking around getting red everywhere. And we're like, why did we do this at our house? Our house is now cut. And we were moving out in like a week, and they're like, there's red all over the walls, red all over the carpets. We're like, yeah, whatever. It looks like we murdered a city full of people.
Yeah, there was a place called Bobo's,
That's fun.
and we used to go there. I was only 17, and we had fake IDs, and they would let you in, and they had Jello wrestling.
And
Did they have a shower?
What's that?
Did they have a shower?
No,
Go home,
They had
ladies.
girls Jello wrestling. That's
so
what you
did
was
you get to see some titties? Like, what was the good
Was
part?
it like
The good part, what do you mean? It was a bar that served fucking liquor. We were 17 drinking, watching girls and Jello wrestling.
I
was
thought you
it-
were gonna say I fucked one in the Jello or something. I thought
Hell
there
no,
was a
dude, I
climax to
virgin
this.
Until I was 28 years old.
was it random?
Wait, so you're watching Jello wrestling, just sitting there, just
Rock hard.
dick, yeah.
100%, most likely. yes.
Titanium.
Yes.
His dick was the new
Captain and
iPhone.
Coke.
Just titanium.
I wish I had some acid right now.
Yeah, that's almost
Yeah.
so nice.
There's ice in there.
I know. I can't see.
There you go.
There you go. Get that in there.
Yeah, these aren't very cold.
I know.
HEB sucked.
HEB does suck. The last 2 times there, I've had experiences. So was it randoms or was it like girls they brought in? Chadо wrestled?
I think it was girls.
Okay, so that
So
makes
there
more
wasn't
sense.
like a winner, the winner to get like $20 for the night or something.
No, it was just you know.
Yeah.
Well, like a lot of people don't realize there's like touring strippers. They're like strippers that are so well known and so loved that they go like comics. They go club to club
sure.
and they just tour the America, being
Hell
like,
yeah.
"Oh, I got jewels in Florida this week."
And
then
you
I
know
got
they have groupies that follow
Sapphire.
them.
Yeah, they
from
got
spot to
totally.
spot.
But
Oh, wow.
got to be the worst groupies in all of entertainment.
That's what- yeah, that's what I was
Just
gonna say, yeah.
super horny guys being like, "Oh, hey, Roger, welcome. Thanks again for like
What about
truckers."
What about women's roller derby?
That shit freaks me out.
Have
I mean, those
have
girls
you ever
scare the shit out of me.
Seen that?
Yeah, I've been.
I mean, in your town, like they have a league and shit. You
Well,
don't
it's
think that's
funny,
fucking badass?
They do it like the same night as like the local NASCAR event. So you'll see like I went from a racetrack where it's just like 20-year-olds, and then they're like, all right, well, there's an intermission if you want to run across the street and catch the roller derby. The girls are going at it, and you're like, all right. So you go over, you see them kick the shit out of each other, and then they're like, all right, if you have tickets to the NASCAR event, go back across the street. And we're like, all right. Like,
Jesus Christ.
It was like the weirdest, like, adrenaline rush, but also like, did we just see a bunch of dykes beat the shit out of each other? Like, what the fuck is going on?
Dude, don't talk about my sisters like
Hey,
that.
Have you seen
They ain't dressed that way.
Have you seen the guys do it?
No.
They kick the shit out of each other.
That's got to be
Dude, the
way too
women do.
dangerous.
Yeah.
The women, I mean, it's awesome.
Imagine dropping an elbow with or a skate on some dude's head. Like those dudes are fucking.
I mean, we
they're
also
not.
grew up with hockey, so we saw people get sliced.
Right?
Yeah. Wow. You guys ever do rugby?
No, that's
I did
a
it in
rough one,
college.
man.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
That's
Did you do it?
No, I had I was very tempted, like in my 20s, to do it.
It's much less like brutal than it looks. It
more
looks
wrestling.
brutal.
Yeah.
It's not like, well, it's more
That's
like,
not what I've heard.
it's more like pushing.
Well, the thing
Really?
was
Well,
yeah.
maybe now.
the raking.
could be now.
Maybe it's changed.
Well, and it's also like,
Just like
if you play,
American football has changed,
Yeah.
from the 70s
Yeah.
to now it hit.
Did they rake you? Where they put their cleat on your back and
No.
scrape? Yeah. So that's a thing.
well, it's also like if in like this 90s, let's say no one knew the rules. So you have a ref, like I played water polo. None of our refs know the rules.
Jesus Christ.
So like they fuck it up. So people are much more violent because the refs don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Right.
But now we have people who know rugby rules, so you don't get away with as much. So it's a lot of like, all right, you get down, you scrum for the ball. It's all your teams put like interlock and push.
Yeah.
And then it's like, because you're not really trying to tackle someone, because if you tackle them, you're also out of the play. So you kind of want to get them down without yourself.
See, there's no way I could do rugby either with my fucking brittle body.
Yeah.
I got 4 herniated discs, surgery on my left knee.
Jesus Christ. All from
Just fucking
apartment
diagnosed with
maintenance?
cataracts. Yeah, just from open mics since I moved to Austin.
All
That's
these
what open
injuries.
mics have done to me.
So how old are you, Vinny? 53?
54.
54?
Yep.
I was just going to try to do the math from the yearbook right now, but yeah, I was close.
That's too much math for you, bro. Don't try it.
I was pretty autistic there with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, he also said it 15 minutes
No,
ago.
did he? I'm pretty retarded with that.
I don't listen on my own podcast.
I don't know if I did. Did I?
You did, yeah. When you were like, how old are you
I
guys?
remember. Yeah, I remember.
said it.
We said it, but I didn't remember. He said
didn't
it.
That's why when
He didn't
yeah,
say
you
it.
did. That's
No,
why
I-
when you said I was like 54.
How much
50% of the room says you didn't say it.
We'll rewatch it.
But you want
I'm
to
gonna watch it.
$20.
let's bet just something stupid. But
Going on
'cause
stage
I remember-
naked.
I specifically remember after I asked both of you, I was like, I didn't say how old I was.
You definitely did, bro. You
and
guys
I'm
stop
not
smoking.
gonna.
Stop smoking,
I'm
both
not
of you.
gonna.
You definitely said it
I
somewhere.
accept your apology right now.
If
Ahead
anybody
of
is
time.
watching, let us know.
Everyone's like, he
preemptive.
fucking said it. 54.
Everyone's be like, he didn't say it.
I didn't.
Chad did the math.
Then I'm autistic as shit for just guessing it. So do you watch a lot of girls roller derby? Is that like a thing, or
No,
do you just think it's badass?
it was in Hanover Park where I lived,
Mm-hmm.
and my buddy owns a bar called Time Out West, and they sponsored the girls roller derby, and the girls would come in there
And drink after?
and
All
drink.
bloody
And Coach Light roller rink was right down the street, and we buy tickets and go and watch it on a Saturday night, and it was just fucking cool.
So here's the other thing about Chicago versus LA. Like, that's what's cool in Chicago. That seems fun. That seems like a good night.
Right.
In LA, they're like, let's go watch the turtle races. And you're like, the fuck are you talking about? and they get a wrestling mat and they put all the turtles on the red circle, and then people bet on which one gets out of the big circle.
Yeah. What about?
And I was like, this is fun.
Chicken shit bingo.
Who gives a shit? Yeah, where they poop all over the mat.
Yeah, and that's how they determine the number for bingo. You've seen that?
It's very unnecessary.
Yeah, you just pull a ball.
Yeah, I'd rather just pull a ball. Yeah, and they're like, "This is LA. We're wild." I was like, "This sucks." I drove 12 hours for this, which is only 6 miles, but it's LA traffic.
So I was always a fan of comedy, in LA. And I used to go to like comedy shows like the Beauty Bar.
Yeah,
had a comedy show.
Why does every city have a beauty bar comedy place?
Yeah, I don't know.
New York, Chicago, and LA have one.
Chicago has one too.
Chicago had a beauty bar, at least when I went.
Wow.
And it was like an alt mic, but it was like maybe
like,
just
so music, whatever.
No, it's like
it was like
old comedy,
observational comedy. There was nobody like it was more. There was no stories or anything like that. It's
like anti-comedy, right?
Yeah,
I don't understand.
It wasn't funny.
Yeah,
but I met one funny comic out of that. His name is Brett Gilbert. He was funny, but he's still alternative kind of. So alt comedy is more like fuck. I can't even give an example. I'm terrible.
What's the one girl? She's on fucking Last Man on Earth, and she's on a ton of shit. She got famous doing alt comedy. It's like they'll take a baby doll to the stage and like rip it in pieces, and they're like, "Isn't that funny?"
That's performance art.
Right. It would play at alt comedy show, or they're like, they're like, "Oh, you guys think this is funny? It's actually not, and this is why." And then they're like, and it's not like punchlines. It's like making fun of stand up.
That's real alternative.
Yeah.
But some of this is more like an alt comic. It will.
Do you have? Are these guys 100% that way, or is it just a joke? Like, do you have an alt joke? That you do, you know what I mean? Or if you're an alt comic.
I got like one right now, but it turns into a normal joke. So like I have a joke about like
no, he's saying like if you're an alt comic, are you just doing that set?
Yeah, you're just doing alt shit,
or are you doing it everywhere? That's what he's asking. Like right?
Oh
no.
Oh,
no. Like in New York, there's alt rooms, and all the alt comics go to alt. I mean, Austin has alt rooms.
Yeah,
Like there's an open mic that auditions if you don't pass the audit because they think you're too mean. Like that, wow. Yeah. Like basically, an alt room's like anything that like anyone who would get upset at comedy, that's where they go.
Oh,
because it's super soft. It's super.
Yeah, that's what
like,
I was trying to do. Just come up with a joke that was alternative. It's just like
Well, my mime joke is alternative until the end. So like, I have a joke right now where I'm like, it's not great to mess with servers, but just know like they're always watching you. So like, I'll do fucked up shit to them, and like. I go like sometimes I'll mime them getting into a car, and then I'll do a whole mime where I open the car door, I sit down, and like in the alt room they'd be laughing at that part, but I end the joke with like I roll down the window so the server can take my order, and then I'll be like, oh shit, a black server, and I roll up the window really fast, and that's where everyone laughs for like a normal room.
Normal one.
Yeah,
but
alt room's laughing at the I would cut that in alt room. If
Yeah.
I'm in alt room, I'm just doing the miming, and they'd be like, look how silly he is.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's not really like a good act out, it's stupid. And it's like making fun of how stupid act outs are kind of, in a way.
Yeah.
So, I mean, technically Bo Burnham.
I was just going to say, is there any famous.
He's in like a Venn diagram of alt. He's alt, but he's not super alt, let's say.
He's alternative to the alt.
Yeah. Yeah. Like he's pretty straightforward, but he's also.
Yeah.
If you had to pick one, who's your favorite comic?
Daniel Tosh.
I don't want top three. I just number one.
He had it on the top.
Daniel Tosh.
I would go with Rogan. Right now.
Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks.
Dead. Dead. Not doing great. When was his last good show?
It's been a while.
It is weird. It is weird that Rogan is such like an like even we talked about it last week, but Sober October. Like it used to be called Lent, but now our new god is Joe Rogan. So he says this is how it goes.
Yeah,
that's funny.
But like he's got to be one of the first to really transcend beyond entertainment as a whole. Like even Chappelle, still it's stand-up comedy Chappelle show.
Right.
It's like. As influential as he is, that's where he sits.
Yep.
Joe Rogan was on CNN every day for 6 months 2 years ago. So like, he's come and he's a different animal.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, just the topics and the actual
stand-up. No, actual stand-up wise. Yeah. I think for me, it's like the first time I saw Daniel Tosh, I remember it all. It was his 30-minute special on Comedy Central. I was at my buddy Brian Taylor's house having a sleepover. I was like, this is what I want to do. This is amazing.
Wow.
But he's saying all these things I get in trouble for saying in school.
Which special is it?
It was his 30-minute one on Comedy Central. But
Comedy Central Presents.
Well, yeah, Comedy Central Presents. But I think Happy Thoughts is basically the same. It's got 4 more jokes.
What about Neil Brennan?
I like Neil. He's okay.
Have you ever seen his 3 mics?
I saw 3 mics.
That was alternative.
That's alternative. It's in the realm. It's in the realm. It's not necessarily all. It's in the realm.
Blew me away.
Yeah. He's a crazy guy. He's got one of those minds.
I thought it was genius.
Yeah.
It was fucking genius,
it's
man.
It's one of those things when you first look at it, you don't know what you're seeing. And then you're like, holy shit.
Yep.
Like, I feel that. Have you seen Tenet by Christopher Nolan, the movie?
No.
So a lot of people hate it. And like the first time I saw it, I was like, I don't know what the fuck I just watched. I was like, I'm going to go see it again. And I was like, this is now one of my favorite movies I've ever seen.
I would have said Napoleon Dynamite.
Yeah. Napoleon Dynamite's great.
But that's the first time you see it. The first
time I saw it, I was like, I was like 13. I was like, this is so funny. Huh. Who are all these idiots?
See, I was a screenwriter like at 22 or so, 23 when that came out, and I was like, I'm trying to write movies, and this is like
and this guy came in. That's alt.
And then it was alt for the screen, but also I realized that a screenplay is supposed to be the most significant part in a character's life. And really, that was the most significant moment in that guy's life.
Everything else he does is useless.
Yeah.
Nothing else matters.
Huh. Yeah. So look at it from that point of view, I was like,
that's why sequels are so weird.
Yeah.
Like, because it's like, well, now if they're not, especially if they're not connected, like Joe Dirt 1 and 2 aren't connected. So it's like, what is?
Oh yeah. So it should be the most significant part in his life now. Right. Is what it should be.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the case, but that's how Dumb and Dumber was.
Right.
Yeah.
This is now the biggest.
Yeah. So I think once you've got that formula down, I think you get a good movie out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
So why Bill Hicks?
I seen him in '94.
Okay.
Met him.
That's tight. Is it true you shouldn't meet your heroes?
It was brief. It was awesome. It's actually my Facebook profile picture.
Oh, that's wild.
It's the back of the Funny Firm card.
She's not watching. She's texting.
Where he was playing at.
She's texting me.
She's texting me. Give me the weed. That's crazy.
So Jamie pulled up what alt comedy is. Patton Oswalt cited Dana Gould as the originator of alternative comedy, the comedy scene in the early '90s. Who also cites Janine Garofalo as another.
Yeah, Janine's going.
Yeah.
There's this girl right now that does a podcast. She's gotten pretty big. There was someone that was just on. I don't have my phone's turned off. We might be
drunk.
Do you
need a couple bucks?
No.
That's funny.
The charging's gone. Like, the charging doesn't really work. So I got a new one, but like it takes 3 weeks to send. I was like, the fuck is the point of having a storefront? You guys are useless. Like,
yeah. You can't get a new phone in there. You can't get, no.
They're like, we could get you a new... It's like that Always Sunny. We could get you a new 2006 iPhone. It's like, it's not new if it's 2006. But there's this girl that you'll probably see on like Instagram and stuff. She gets a lot of clips. She's gotten kind of famous where like she'll have a podcast, but instead of like caring about what the other person says, she's just like, oh, that's not very nice that you did that.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, yeah, well, he's like, I don't like that. I don't like that you say that. And it's an hour of that. But like some people like it. And
it's just, Between Two Ferns.
That would be... No, I think that's just good sketch prank comedy. That's very funny.
Kills me.
Yeah. He's amazing.
Kills me.
It's everybody being a character, too.
Yeah.
Because they're all in on it, you know?
Absolutely.
And
you're 100% right.
And for to like, get...
Clinton and Obama?
Any of them, yeah.
Well, that's what's so scary about politicians is like...
They can act.
They were able to act that, and you're like, oh, yeah, you are fucking us. Yeah. You're fucking us right up the ass.
Well, they've all been actors. I mean, Ronald Reagan, and they've all done it.
Well, we know.
Actually,
all of our mayors since you've been alive ended up in jail.
Oh, fuck yeah. Barry?
Yeah.
Wow.
They keep having to change the name of one of the highways. They have a highway that's the name of the current mayor. And they change it every time there's a new mayor. And then there's another one that was like they've tried to name after someone.
Chicago?
Yeah. But like
Mayor
Blagojevich,
Byrne,
all of them have ended since like 1932. Yeah. Every mayor's been so corrupt. After they left office, they ended up in jail.
Is that a joke?
No, that's
been?
Oh, I don't think so.
There's something there.
Yeah. But it's one of those like it's tough
but
with
only
Chicago.
For Chicago.
Yeah, it's like those.
Well, it might be fun.
You could do a huge like. We could probably both do like an hour on Chicago.
Right.
Like I've tried doing stuff on like Malort. And how it's like, if you don't believe in conspiracy theories, you're an idiot. Because, like, the number one reason people don't believe, it's like, how's everyone going to keep it secret? I was like, literally everyone in Chicago, one of the biggest cities, knows that Malort is given to outsiders because they can't drink it and they'll throw up and fuck them. And it's very funny to us.
And you've never done it?
Done what?
Malort. He says it like it's shrooms. That's how bad it is. It's horrible.
No, this is an over-the-counter food item you're talking about.
No, it's a drink.
Shot.
It's a shot. It's wormwood liquor.
Wormwood liquor. Okay.
Worm.
There's something about that shot.
Yeah.
There's something about it.
That's what we talked about the other day.
Between the time that it hits my lips and by the time I'm going, son of a bitch.
Right.
There's something in between there that I like.
Pain.
No, I don't know what it is. I don't know what flavor profile or where it hits. But it's more towards the beginning for sure. But I'm like, oh, that's not bad. I like that. And then it goes, fuck you.
Right. Well, but like when you Google visiting Chicago, the first thing it should say is do not take Malort. Yeah. But no one knows.
Yeah,
no one in America.
And it's
the second biggest city in America.
Yeah.
And we've tricked everyone into being like, here, have this. And they're like, ah.
But I have friends that.
That's because you're a piece of shit.
They have to be idiots. Yeah, they have to be doing it because it's a gimmick.
Well, it's like my dad.
You can't just want to do that shot all the time.
When I got caught drinking at 13, he's like, "Here, have a shot of this, son. If you're a big man." And I was like, "I'm never gonna drink again." That was the worst. 20 minutes of my life.
It's worse than like Jaeger.
Way worse.
Not even close. Not even close.
Have you done absinthe?
Yeah, not even close.
Not even. It's the same type. They're both wormwood liquors. But at Malort's.
There's
absinthe is made over like 6 years. Malort's made over like 6 months.
Okay.
Absinthe is like smooth, comparatively speaking.
Yeah. So it's just like
It's literally an epicac. It's made to make you throw up. And yet a city just drinks it for no reason.
So
no one forced us to do this. We just do it.
Vinny's came prepared with props and bits. He also has some audio of his parents farting.
I swear to God, if you pulled out a bottle of Malort, I would shit my pants. You're like, I'm not doing this on camera.
This is audio of his parents.
Can we go black?
I don't know how this is gonna. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't know. So let me set it up.
Those are just more. My dad was on this many tabs of acid while this fart was going on.
So this.
Look at that fucking old piece of shit.
Yeah,
I had one of those.
Yeah. So I decided to.
You got to be kidding me.
Plug it in here.
Dude,
as far as it goes, but yeah.
Chad's a fucking lunatic. All right, set it up.
So
set up the clip.
My parents' bedroom is 2 single beds, a nightstand in the middle, and the TV in front of my dad's bed. Okay, so you're gonna hear Ricky Lake, which is a talk show, in the background, and my dad sleeping here, my mom sleeping here, and him farting, and you're going to hear my mom's responses. So I think it would work better if I just read it first.
And then we'll hear it through the recording.
And then we'll just play it. So it starts out...
Wait, get in character. Let's not... Take a second.
Thank you. This is my dad. There's one cooking that's going to come out in about 2 minutes. So he was able to time his farts.
Very nice guy.
He knew.
Considerate.
Yeah. And then you hear my ma go, Jer, I'm going to start opening up windows.
It's 0 degrees out, Barbara.
So, and then he finished the statement. There's one that's cooking in about 2 minutes, and it's going to be a Whopper. That's what he said.
Burger King. Can we edit that out? We don't want to get sued.
I'm going to open up that window if you keep it up. Then you're going to hear the fart. And it almost sounds like electricity. Okay? Then you're going to hear my ma go, aw, Jer. Now, when you hear her say, aw, Jer, she's laying this way.
Yeah.
Okay. And what my dad would do is he would take his hand and put it in his pajamas, and he'd put a pinky on one cheek and his thumb on the other.
Why do you know all this?
And he would, because he was
Did he
a
teach
fart
you this?
master. And he would squeeze his cheeks and get different tones.
So
like bagpipes.
Hold on. So as soon as my mom seen his hand going back there, she knew what was coming up. And you're going to hear her say, "Aw, Jer," before the fart.
Oh, wow.
She's going to go, "Aw, Jer," because she knows that it's coming.
Right. That's funny. So, is this edited for time or?
This is about probably 30 seconds.
Okay. Because he said 2 minutes. I was wondering, are we listening to the build up here for 2 minutes? Or are we,
Oh, no.
Okay.
No. So,
I was wondering how you did this, how this worked out.
I listen to this recording every night before bed.
do you want to just play it?
No. Go ahead, man.
Okay.
I
don't mind.
No. I didn't mean to interrupt your setup.
No, you're good.
But speaking to the mic.
So she says, "Aw, Jer," before the fart. And then you hear her go, oh my God. Then you're going to hear my dad say, "Shut up and go to sleep."
Fantastic. Very Midwest response.
Shut up and go to sleep. And then she says, "You shut up. How can I go to sleep?" Then he says, "I got so much gurgling, I don't know if I got a fart or shit." "Well, it smells like you shit. You better go check yourself." "Just you moving around, I can smell stuff." Then he gets a bomb, and then she starts gagging.
I've never understood a woman getting upset about farts before we play this. It's
So-
their fault. It's their cooking.
You might hear Kevin Matthews before it.
That's what I would hope so.
We're
B-side.
Set up for time.
Somebody. The forecast.
Well, it's mostly cloudy, a little bit.
There's one cooking that's going to happen here. In about 2 minutes. I'm going to start opening windows. It's going to be a whopper. I'm going to open up that window if you keep it up. Oh, chair. Oh my God. Shut up. Go to sleep. You shut up. How can I go to sleep? I got one gurgling. I don't know if I got a fart or shit. Well, it smells like you shit. You better go check yourself. I mean, just you moving around. Yeah, I can smell stuff.
That was a whole series.
Oh my God! Oh! Oh my God! Oh, whole series.
Yeah,
So this is
that's
why
my
you're a
life.
funny guy, huh?
Are they both Italian or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
They
that
were
was
characters,
a
man.
deleted
They were-
scene from The Goodfellas.
They were fucking characters.
Jesus
And they had to
Christ.
put up with me and
Yeah.
3 other boys.
How did they have 4 kids in twin beds?
7.
Jesus
I have 3 sisters, too.
Jesus, man.
All
3
from
brothers,
twin
3
beds.
sisters. Dude, it was 4 of us. Bunk beds. 2 bunk beds in one room. So there were 4 boys in one room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. How many fights every night?
I was the spoiled one, dude.
Okay.
I was the spoiled one.
So the other 3 fought each other every night
all
before
the time.
bed? Yeah.
I had a teddy bear that I called my junkie Teddy.
Oh my God, you still got it?
And no.
He's in the back. He's coming out next.
If,
Covered in cum.
just kidding.
He got really
Ladies and
junky.
gentlemen. And if I would lose it, I would start crying, and my parents would make everybody get up
And
and,
go
start
find
to
it.
look for it.
Oh shit.
And so they would be fucking pissed at me, and my brother Tony looking down at me going, "Stop crying and start fucking looking."
Where are you in the 7?
I'm the youngest of the boys,
Okay.
and I have one younger sister.
Okay. So you're 6.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I thought growing up with 3 was a lot.
Yeah. If you did the math, My mom was pregnant, I think, for 11 of the 13 years because my oldest brother is 10 years older than me.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, that's good.
They were busy.
Good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. They were great, man. They were unbelievable.
You ever hear your parents fucking?
No. No. I fucked my mom.
They're
Jesus Christ.
that's an Italian thing. That's how you get.
You have to ask one of the older brothers. He's 6. He was 2 when the other one was made.
No,
he doesn't remember.
Just they're passionate. That's
Yeah.
Or quiet.
Yeah.
So
well,
did I?
it doesn't sound like Jared was that
Did I
quiet.
mess anything up with the timing of that?
No, it's good.
No, it's fine.
perfect.
Yeah.
No, because what were you talking about with the 2 minutes?
Because you said your dad had one cook it up in 2 minutes, and I was like, is there a 2
So
minute?
did you cut? Yeah.
Yeah. I was,
Right over my
I was
fucking
wondering if you edited this audio down for time, or was it smooth?
Right
But
over my fucking head.
Well, because you've heard it so many times. This is my first time.
Let me smoke some more weed.
That'll help.
So what else is in the bag?
Oh, last thing was
More meatballs. Ooh. This could be dangerous. Baseball cards?
This is pretty cool. I don't know what I'd do without this, man.
Close.
This is all my concert ticket stubs that I've ever went to. And if you pull some out, you could read on the back, same thing. Names,
dates.
different,
Well,
songs
the
they
dates are on
did.
the front.
Dude, this is Chris Farley's autograph.
Oh, wow.
What?
It says
Stay cool.
Vincent,
Why is that the
stay
only
cool.
thing not protected?
So listen. So if you open this up, it's the Westin Hotel from Chicago.
Yep.
Okay. And that's my mom's handwriting. And it's so it says bell clerk $5, lunch $34, tip $10, Howard's
Nice
Pharmacy, Alka-Seltzer $4. It's how much they had to fucking, and this was all they had. They met him in the elevator. I didn't meet him.
Okay.
Oh,
So
wow.
they were downtown, and in came Chris Farley, and my dad said, "My son's,
Right.
you're his favorite, blah blah blah," and this was all they had for him to sign.
Jesus. He was pretty easy to find. He went to the same steakhouse, I think.
He's very easy
every
to
night.
see.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah,
So you got some other autographs in here too, though, huh?
yeah, that's Faith No More, Jim Martin,
That's not
just
a good
fucking
one.
everything on the back of this is Soundgarden.
Did you ever try Do Music?
No,
No.
no.
A
You
lot of
just
them
love
from the
it?
same venue, huh?
Blind Melon?
Yeah, Blind Melon. This was a crazy weekend though. It was 1993, February 13th. That weekend. February 12th was Ice Cube and the Lynch Mob at the New Regal Theater. February 13th, Saturday, was Richard Pryor at the Star Plaza.
Oh, wow.
And February 14th was my birthday,
What year was that again?
93.
So he was pretty prime at that time.
He came out in a chair. He's
Still going
Look at-
down at that
let's-
time, huh? Damn.
Who is this?
Richard Pryor?
Yeah. They said they had to carry him on the chair up to the...
Dude, my eyes suck. You want to just read what?
Also, your handwriting sucks. Chad's I can't fucking...
His handwriting's great. Mine's terrible. So it says short show, but well worth it.
It says funny N-word.
Show ended kind of out of nowhere. Crowd asked him to talk about being
disease,
sick,
yeah.
and he did. Sat in a chair.
That's what you wanted to hear about, crowd?
Sat in a chair. You could tell he was sick. Still fucking hilarious.
Yep. It was. I mean, probably 30 minutes. It was fucking short.
Oh wow!
And you could tell.
I did my time.
He was trying. No, he was pissed. He was trying to do his
just
material.
couldn't talk.
But the crowd, there were so many hecklers saying, "We want to know this," and
Oh, damn.
they wouldn't shut up. And I think he just called it.
Fuck it,
fucking,
I got it.
Yeah,
No security back then, huh?
yeah.
So you just walk up on stage and slap a motherfucker.
Yeah, this is some priceless shit. I don't know what to lose this in a fire or something,
That's the first thing you grab, huh? Forget the
right.
Coming
dog.
from the guy smoking every night.
right? Yeah. That went, Toadies.
Yeah.
I seen them at the Metro, and I had an extra ticket because one of my buddies backed out. So we're inside the venue, and we're smoking weed, and I feel someone on my shoulder while I have the one hitter, and it's security, and he kicks me out.
Oh, wow.
I have an extra ticket in my pocket.
Funny. Awesome.
So I went to my car, put my hat away. I went to 7-Eleven. I bought a razor blade and shaving cream. I shaved.
Jesus Christ.
And I went back in there.
Holy shit. Change your appearance.
He just shaved his eyebrows out. This fucking lunatic.
Yeah, right? Fucking. So now I'm back with my friends, and they're like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I go, I got Al's extra ticket in. I feel this again. And I turn, and the guy goes, let's go. And I go, sir, what do you mean? I go, what do you mean? I go, I have my ticket stub. Did I do something wrong? And he's looking at me, and he goes, let me see your ticket stub. And I show it to him, and he goes, sorry, man. Turns me around. I stay for the show. He comes back 15 minutes later with like 5 tokens for drinks. And apologized to me and said, here's some free drink tokens.
Why'd you get kicked out the first time?
For smoking weed.
Oh, smoking weed.
See, that's a clever stoner. An alcoholic would just sit out there and throw rocks at the place.
Yeah.
So it'll basically say that story on the back of that ticket stub.
That's fun.
I was out drinking in San Diego, and it's San Diego. I'm like, tank top's fine. It was fine at every bar today. I'm sure I'm fine. I'm wearing flip-flops and gym shorts. And I get up to, there's some dumb bitches. What?
The condom in this one.
Long Beach All-Stars. House of Blues.
He knew what it was. They gave out condoms. He didn't use it.
Yeah.
They wanted to go to this clubbier bar. And I was like, fuck this shit. We've been drinking all day. It's not going to be. They're like, let's go. I was like, fine. I get up to the front. You have to have sleeves. I was like, sleeves? And they're like, yeah, you have to have sleeves. I was like, dog, I'm not even wearing shoes. And they're like, yeah, that's fine, but you have to have sleeves. So I ran across the street to the Ralphs, went through their rack, found a bright pink, World Wildlife Federation with the panda on it, come back. I was like, does this work? And they're like, yep. I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That's way worse than what I had on. They're like,
Thank
that's
you.
fine, you're good.
Come on down.
All right, fine.
That's fucking great.
Whose autograph was this?
He can't
is that
see.
Disturbed?
You're the furthest away.
He knows where they are.
Dude, that
David
is
Drainham.
scary.
I just know the autograph.
He knows who they are. That's his stuff. Of course he knows what it is.
That was David Drainham from Disturbed. I
That's a
met
good
him
one.
on the street, and he was on the phone as I approached him, and he just went like this. He nodded to me, and I handed him that and a marker, and he signed it, and he looked at me, and peace.
Yeah.
We didn't speak a single fucking word because he was on the phone.
It's got to be one of those things.
He was really cool.
Some people act like it's such an inconvenience. It's like,
Right.
you gotta get used to it at some point. Like,
He
you
was
know
as
when
cool
someone
as
wants
could
to.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. We made eye contact, and I had sucked his dick in the alley right there.
Well, on the phone too. He was,
Who's at the Comedy Shrine?
That was, I think,
on
my
the
buddy
back.
Pat Chase. He's in Vegas.
David Tell.
David Tell there, yeah.
Harland. Orny was fucking phenomenal.
I've seen him in Laugh Factory a couple
Orny
times,
Adams?
just working on stuff.
Yeah, he was
he's
incredible,
awesome,
man.
Yeah.
At least this special just blew me away.
He does my buddy Jay Davis's show a lot on Tuesdays. He'll just pop in, do 15, 20 minutes, and just murders every fucking time.
That's gotta be so cool.
He's
to
an
just be
angry
like-
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It helps.
Oh, dude, flip
That's
that
why you
'cause
can't do
you're coming
LSD.
up on if you see what these are.
No, Joe Rogan.
So now I'm in Texas.
Okay. Yeah. So a lot of this is all the mothership.
Now I'm in Texas.
Vulcan stuff. And no, this could be like Antones and stuff, huh?
Are these
I was
current?
never at Antone's.
No.
No, it's going to be all my Kill Tony.
This is 2001s and stuff. So you started going to the Vulcan?
Oh, this is 21.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought you said 2001.
Well, I probably did.
He did. I heard that too. I was like, I'm very confused right
21,
now.
yeah.
I don't know because this is all clutch.
You got to reorganize your shit, man.
Have you been on Kill Tony?
Yeah.
How was that?
I thought it went great, man.
Who was the guest?
Jeffrey Ross.
Nice.
That's who his guest was, too.
Yep. Him
Yeah.
and Attell.
You know,
Him and Attell. He had fucking David Tell, too.
damn,
Yeah.
love David
Which,
Tell.
like being in
David
New York.
Tell's in there.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
Having done comedy in New York where he's God,
Oh, sure.
like, I was like, holy shit. Like, all my New York friends were like, how hard was your dick for the next, month? I was
Yeah.
like, it's still a dude.
That's
It's
fucking
yeah,
awesome. He's great. No, I thought it went good. I got a small joke book.
Yep.
Kind of
Good. I'm glad.
Kind of bummed out about that.
No, because I got a small joke book too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do I need to pull out my joke book now?
You got the big one. It carries around.
But if you looked in the comments, there were a couple people that said, "Why did that Vinny guy get a small joke book?" I was like, "Oh, thank you." I didn't comment or nothing. I was just. It made me feel a little bit better.
I definitely got overshadowed in my episode, but I went on Reddit and there was only one comment that said. ChadO was actually pretty good, or ChadO was the best. But it was only.
I like that guy.
It was like one person was like, yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Well, it's like when I started comedy.
But I was reading the live comments with you.
Yeah,
that was horrendous. Yeah.
I was sitting there. I was like, "Why are you still doing this?"
Yeah,
I'm uncomfortable. I'm not. Those were rough. I was like, I feel bad.
Wait, you mean like right as
it was
off stage?
No, on YouTube.
On YouTube,
it airs like 3 weeks later.
The live airing, it premieres. I was literally sitting at Shakespeare's with him, reading who the fuck is this? Yeah, bad. It was all terrible, but it was fun.
Well, it's funny. Go
ahead. There's two positives that I pulled out of it, and they're small, but they meant a lot to me. Number one was when I walked off stage, I was in the crowd. I was front row.
Oh, wow.
The Kill Tony banner for that table is in my face. To look up, I had to look up and to see Tony Hinchcliffe up here. So I was that close. Yeah. So he's like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. So when I get done and I get off stage, he taps me and says, good job, buddy. Come back.
Was it the Vulcan?
Yeah.
Yeah. The green room was so much looser with the Vulcan.
I sit back down, and you'll see both of these. You'll see Jeffrey Ross is eating a burger.
He was eating on mine too. Homie, put the fucking food down.
Because he's fucking
2
high.
fucking seconds.
Because he's high. It was.
That's what I wrote. I was like, so did you know Life of Logos? So it's like an Instagram. They put out videos of like clips of like Kill Tony, but he has millions of followers. So I was like, fuck. I sent it to him. I was like, I don't know if you could put me on or whatnot. He's like, I'll see how good you did, and then I was like, Dave Attell liked it, and Jeff Ross stopped eating. What else do I need? He's like, I'll watch it. I'll decide. I was like, all right, fuck you.
Did they? Or
I don't know. I doubt it. Life of Logos, which is a very weird name. Anyways, your story.
So you see Jeffrey Ross eating the burger, and we both make eye contact, and he gave a head nod with a bite.
He threw a pickle at him.
And that was it. And I picked up on it, and I went, nice.
That's tight. Yeah. No, it's definitely like an experience too.
Yeah.
Like even like some of the people who have done miserable. Yeah. It's like, oh, now you know. Like that's why we had so many like, I don't know, weird experiences. It still amazes me though
when we see some of these comics going up there with unprepared.
Right.
Yeah.
That fucking amazes
Well, what drove me nuts,
and I don't know why it amazes me still. I don't know why I'm surprised by it.
I'll see someone with their book, and I'll be like, "What are you doing?" And they're like, "I'm trying to decide what I'm gonna do tonight if I get pulled." I was like, "Now? Yeah. Now you're trying to decide?"
You didn't know that 3 weeks ago when you started signing up?
Yeah. That was the thing. I had that minute prepared the whole fucking year. That was the first minute I ever wrote, so I did it specifically for that Kill Tony, and it didn't go quite the way.
You should have gone up and been like, "It's my first time doing stand-up."
Is it your best minute?
No. It was my Kill Tony minute. I wrote it specifically for
Kill Tony.
Yeah. So it was literally the first minute I ever wrote. And so the idea was to do that and then start doing stand-up.
Literally the first minute you ever wrote as a comedian?
Yeah. Because
I've talked to him about it.
The idea was to start doing stand-up on Kill Tony. And after 3 weeks, I didn't get called. I was like,
would it have went any better if you prefaced before you went into the bit what it was?
Probably not.
No? Yeah. So I think it was what it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
It was better than a lot of the people that do it, but it wasn't good.
Yeah.
It wasn't compared to what I do now.
Right.
So we'll see. I don't know. I just bombed it.
Well, I think that bug was in the back of your head.
Yeah.
So like you could have performed a little better if you weren't somewhat in your head being like, I got better than this.
And plus I overacted. Like I never like act out the some of the stuff like I did before. And I was not myself. I wasn't present. Yep. I was somewhere else. Yeah.
Well, my advice is going to go back to what we were talking about earlier that we went off on is keep getting up there because you're not going to give
Because
up,
who gives a
right?
shit? Yeah.
But I've heard you talk about not going back to Creek and Cave or something.
That was just specifically for the people, because of the people. That
I might not be allowed back. I haven't been
like
back
they're-
since.
like it's just a negative kind of.
yeah. The bartenders
Feel?
are bullshit. The comics have this chip. I'm just done with it. Yeah.
It's definitely
so
clicky.
keep getting up there is my advice.
Yeah.
And that is what Bill Hicks wrote on the back of that
your
funny
thing?
from card, which is my Facebook profile picture. It says, "Vinny, keep getting up there, Bill Hicks."
Maybe he wanted
The
to
most-
fuck you. He was telling you, keep getting it up.
It would have said, "Keep getting down here." But what simple advice that is,
Right.
and it's just so fucking true.
Well, that's what's funny about like.
To bring it all back, he died from cancer.
There we go.
Wow.
And if anyone jokes about that, I'm offended. Fuck.
Sorry, you had it.
I had it. I lost it.
Couldn't have meant anything.
Oh, it's very funny. Like when like new comics, usually they're too arrogant to ask for advice. They're like, I know how to do this. I'm like, dude, you're 20. You've never been on stage.
Yep.
I think you need advice.
Yeah.
But like, there's not much you can give. It's keep getting up there,
Right.
listen to the audience somewhat,
Right,
not-
every day.
right, and
Well,
then
you
it's
can go-
move the microphone stand behind you if you take the mic out.
Yeah, you can go beyond the
Yeah.
keep getting up there, but that's the
Yeah,
basis of
those
it.
those are the
That's
5
it.
pieces that I could give you. 4 or
Yep.
5. Like, there's nothing else
Yeah.
anyone can really
I'm surprised how people still don't move the mic.
move the mic stand.
Now,
if you
professional,
pull it out.
like you don't move it. You stand on it a lot.
I
Of
like
times.
holding it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that makes sense. It's fine.
Right.
But
If you leave it in, leave it in.
Taking the thing out and then not moving it
Yeah.
is dumb. But what you should do is move the mic stand and then go do it there.
I told you that. We had a kid in Florida do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed that.
We told this like 20 episodes ago.
Did
But
we?
so when
I
I
listen to half of shit he says sometimes. You know?
during also you're smoking that all day.
Yeah.
And probably on other things. So after COVID, I was in New York. I moved to Florida, and so like I was one of the more experienced Florida comics. So people would ask me for advice, and I'd be like, "All right, like you're new here. Let me watch your act, and then like if I have any like punch ups or anything, I'll give it to you."
Okay.
And then you see their act, I'm like, "Holy shit, this guy doesn't even know how to be on stage." So like he'd take the mic out of the mic stand, sit down right behind the stand, and just like crunch. So the head of the mic stand is right in his face. So like you can't. It's very odd. So like you would never talk to someone like, "Hey, how's
It's
it going?"
making me laugh
Yeah.
if it's part of his bit.
It was not.
If that's the
It was
character,
not.
like
It was
this
just-
new guy
he was
on
just
Kill
retarded.
Tony.
So I was like, "Hey man, so what you do if you're gonna take the mic out of the mic stand? Take the mic stand, put it off to the back. You're right-handed." He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Grab the stand with your right hand, put it back to the right of the stage, leave it there, and do your show." He goes, "Okay, great advice." So then don't see him for a while. I go, he's like, "Hey, can you see me? I've been doing your advice." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I've been doing the mic stand thing. I've done it like 20 times." I was like, "Okay, great." So I go, "Okay." I'm in the room, takes the mic, puts the mic stand back, grabs the stool, puts it behind the mic stand out of the spotlight, and starts doing his bit. I was like, "No, man, you stay in the center of the stage."
Are you kidding me?
He was like 40. This wasn't like a
Oh, Jesus
17-year-old. He was like a 40-year-old man who was like,
That had to kill so
okay.
well about the
Dude,
comics.
Oh, we were in the back and because
That has to kill.
because they all knew it was like my advice, and like a couple of them were like, "He has been taking your advice." I was like, "Oh, great," and they're like, "You'll see." I was like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was.
Nobody else wanted to help the guy out, though.
No one else was like, "This is not what he meant."
Yeah, you and him need to do a bit on just that.
Well, he's also the kind of
the
guy.
writer, the teacher, and the fucking
He's
student.
like, "God damn it." He's the kind of guy, too, I could see being like, "Well, Zach told me this, and he's been around longer, so I'm going to listen to him." And it's like, "No, this is what we think he meant." He'd be like, No, that's not what you would have said it.
Right.
But, like, you see people do it all. They get out of the spotlight and stuff like that. It's like, the light is your friend. It
Yeah.
keeps everyone looking at you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I get that there's still stage. Don't go over there.
You know, I find myself, even when it is blinding
Yeah.
and I can't see anybody, I still talk to them.
Yeah.
I still turn to them.
It's still the job.
Right?
It's still the job's to be blinded
Yeah.
then. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, the people will step out of it to look for the audience members.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
Yeah. So this.
I get it, Tope. I get it if it's like a heckler. If it's and you have to be like, all right.
But
you
is
fucking
there
piece
anybody
of
in this
shit.
room?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Like if you have to make fun of someone, I mean, Big J does it. Big J is like, oh, okay, I see you.
But there's people in the audience,
right?
There are
people to see. You're not like, oh, the first 6 rows are empty.
Yeah, no,
all right, now I got to walk out to
that's
actually
what I'm
see
talking
someone.
about. Those people that are just looking for people.
Yeah,
like, just do the stuff. You got 3 minutes.
Do your show, monkey boy.
It's fucking make me laugh.
What do you guys think of Ian Bagg?
I don't know if I know who that is. Spells with an
I know
I.
Joey Bags.
IANBAGG. I just bought tickets for. He's at the Mothership.
I bet he's really happy about that.
And
sign my ticket, motherfucker.
Oh, is he one of those?
I'm excited
British
that you
dudes
guys don't
that were
know him.
on. Was he one of the last Rogan? No.
He's not a British dude.
He's not European.
No, he does pretty much all crowd work.
With a name like Ian Baggy, are you sure? He's not.
Dude, he's amazing, and I'm like excited for you guys that you've never seen him before.
Okay.
Because definitely check him out.
Well, it's interesting too. Like the crowd work comics, they have so many clips they can put on.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to touch on is, when do you work on, as a comedian, when do you have time to work on crowd work?
So I was literally watching Rogan talk to a British guys on his
Jimmy Carr?
No, it was somebody else. But anyways, he was just talking about how he hates the crowd work comics because what they do is they fuck up the show for everybody else. They don't fuck up the show but they fuck up every show for everybody else.
Yeah.
It's because
the audience thinks they can be part of the show.
Any place now, anywhere they go, because of these comics, they see these clips, they see all this stuff. Now they think that everybody can talk to the comics. And they'll be on the clip.
I agree with
They
that.
think they're helping.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%. But the reason that I want to start doing crowd work is more selfish, actually. And it's so I can start to get more comfortable on stage.
You do Challenge Mike, haven't you?
I did it once.
Oh man,
that's a good spot to get comfortable.
That's the place to get comfortable. Is Challenge Mike.
What I'm gonna do in this.
I do crowd work at Challenge Mike usually. A little bit.
Yeah.
The 14th at that Red Caboose Winery. I'm gonna start out with some crowd work.
Yeah.
Just nothing for maybe 2 minutes and see where it goes. If it's going good, maybe continue. If not,
go
back into my
I do
fucking
wonder,
material.
Have you done Banana Phone?
No.
That place gets you.
That's the heckle mic?
Yeah.
That'll
get
you comfortable or very uncomfortable.
You'll get some shit down quick. I did it like maybe 50 times. It's a crazy mic.
Because I want to be as comfortable on stage, I think we all do, as I feel right now with you guys.
Right.
But to generate this feeling right now in this chair, chilled, kicked back, it's hard to generate this onto stage.
Well, I think
that's what we're all trying to get to for,
it might be a Chicago
other.
thing, but like when I go on stage, I kind of have like they're the enemy. And you kind of have to have like they're my buddies. These are all my friends in this room.
Right.
And it's like, that's why I think a lot of people like don't listen to the show. Now it's hard for like I like to hear the show so I can comment on stuff.
Sure.
And then like once they start being like, oh, he was in the room with us. He's our friend. He's just like us. He went through all the stuff that we saw.
Right.
But I think like the more pro people don't sit in the room because they don't want to be like, that guy's an asshole, that guy's an asshole, that guy. Like they hear them heckling and then they come up being like, all right, you guys were dicks earlier, let's go. And it's like they want to do their set. And then once someone presents themselves as a dick, then they can crush them.
Now, my buddy Steve Hofstetter is like that. Have you know who that is? Yeah. Now I've saw him since LA, just starting out.
Yeah.
And, he used to go just comedy bits and whatever, and then it just built into that. So he was like, I think he's one of the first ones to actually start posting like heckle clips and really going for it.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
He's been doing that for a while, and it's doesn't he always do hecklers?
No,
people that are heckling him.
I mean, that's his specialty, obviously. But he does stand up.
No, I know, but I mean, the only clips that I've ever
seen
of
him doing a
are him, talking
exactly. Yeah. That's where it all stemmed from. I think is really that dude specifically because he would his opener does not do well with hecklers. His opener is a straight stand up comic,
right?
and these people see these clips of him,
And they come ready to go.
Yeah. So the guy will try doing stand up, and they'll start firing off, and he'll try dealing with them however he can. But he's like, okay, now this person's an idiot, this person's an asshole. So he sees them as he's in the back watching these people. So he's loading up.
You can see what they're wearing.
He's loading up. He's loading up, and so he knows where they're all at. As soon as that opener is done, the guy doesn't do good with hecklers, but. He's now fucking loaded. Yeah. So,
he lets his buddy get slaughtered.
Exactly what happened.
You're the lamb that's going to be slaughtered, so I can
absolutely.
fucking have a 20-second clip on YouTube tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, 4 minutes. You really want 4 minutes because 3 minutes is minimum.
Yeah.
And that 4 minutes, you get that second ad. So. Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
That's insane. That's hilarious, though.
But.
I think even worse than the people. Now, the heckling does teach the audience bad manners.
Oh, that's what I want to say. Yeah. No, go ahead.
But also, how many times do you have to get kicked out until you're like, I'm going to stop doing this?
Yeah.
Well, I agree with that statement that you said that Rogan made about that. I agree with that 100%. But when you're going to a comedy show, you know what you're getting into. So it's not like you're going to go to a comedy show that isn't a crowd-working comedian.
Yeah, you say that.
Yeah, I mean, it just happened. Like I was saying, it happened to Hooch. The lady thought she'd go up and actually go grab his dick.
Yeah, actually, I take that back.
I got stabbed
'Cause
after
you
a
could-
show,
no,
so
you
sometimes you find people that don't understand they're at a comedy show.
Yeah, there.
Got stabbed for comedy. Stabbed.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. A girl wouldn't shut up. There was we were in a back bar of a bowling alley.
So you stabbed her?
No, she stabbed me. Yeah. I was like, you bitch.
Well, I mean, I fucked her. In Chicago, we call it stabbing. But,
Actually, what happened is she was pregnant with my kid and felt that was the time to tell me. And I was like, all right, you whore.
Stabbed her right in the belly.
But even worse than the heckler.
Really, where did she stab you?
Right there. You can see it. I'll show you
Oh,
later.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. She wouldn't shut the fuck up. And I was like, you could go to the bowling alley part of this. You don't have to stay in the bar. She wasn't even at the bar. She bought a ticket to sit in a chair watching the show.
Oh my god.
She wouldn't shut the fuck up.
Unreal.
And then I was like, I'm going to make fun of you if you do not shut up. This is my third warning. So keep your fucking mouth shut. I'm doing 6 minutes. Can you not shut up for 6 minutes?
Yeah.
And then she kept at me and I tore her apart. And then she started crying. And her boyfriend showed up 15 minutes later and was like, why are you so upset? And so I stayed in the back, watched the whole rest of my show because friends were on it. Then I went and bowled 2 games of bowling. And they stayed and waited me the whole time. I come out to the parking lot and the guy stabbed me.
In the arm.
Well, he went to stab me and I blocked it. So that's why it's like a slice. And so I fell. And then there was a strip club across the street. I was like, I'll get you a lap dance. He was like, what? I was like, I'll buy you a lap dance. Let's just call us over. And he's like, okay. So then his girl got even more upset with him because now he's going to get a lap dance.
Dude.
I walk up to the strip club. I was like, how much is a lap dance? He's like, I can't let you in. You're bleeding everywhere. I was like, it's not for me. It's for this guy. And so he's like, I have $40. I was like, here's 60. All you.
What the fuck?
I just drove home. I was like, I'm done. I'm not.
You got to document this shit, man.
Oh, I've had so many weird.
This shit documented.
I had a director die on set. I had to do CPR on him for 40 minutes in the middle of the woods. It was just
I need
madness.
to get paid.
This is my big break, motherfucker. Come back.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Man? And you're only 33?
Yep. I've had some weird. I've had to kick out blind people.
You ever been to Amsterdam?
No.
You ever
Do
been to
you
Amsterdam?
just put him in the bathroom and tell him it's outside?
Yeah, I gave him a mop, and I was like, "You're on set. You're on stage. Go do your set." And they're just in the bathroom, like, "Oh, they're thinking about being blind."
I've never been to Amsterdam. No.
Is it great? I imagine.
Awesome. I lost my virginity there.
Nice.
96.
To some fucking foreigner.
Yes.
Ugh.
That's
Some
what she said about him. I lost my virginity to some fucking
To
foreigner.
some fucking foreigner's virginity.
She was 14.
It's legal there. That's fine.
Yeah. No, it's a beautiful city. There's so much more to do there than
Fucking
the red
drugs.
light
Yeah.
district and weed. The museums there are incredible. It's built over water, so
Yeah.
the canal. It's seriously, it's a fucking beautiful city.
Did you play video games at all?
No, I do, but I didn't there.
There was a Call of Duty game where you go through Amsterdam, and it's supposed to.
Dude.
There's like a level, and they're like, it's the most detailed, beautiful. Like people in Amsterdam, I was like, it's beautiful.
I have dreams getting lost in the streets of Amsterdam, and I'm always walking, and I can never get to where you want to trying to be. Yeah. But it's always Amsterdam, and I can see the cobblestone streets, and but yeah, I lost my virginity there, man. 28 years old to a hooker, 40 guilders.
How much is that in dollars?
Yeah,
It was
don't throw
80 American.
Oh, that seems like a lot.
This is what we talked
Maybe
about.
Maybe it costs extra to take the virginity.
This was the story that got brought up during the interview for Kill Tony.
Yeah, that's a good story. That's a solid story.
He said, "What? Tell us something crazy."
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah.
Did you get new positions, or was she was like just strict missionary?
It was lame as can be.
Yeah.
She was.
Well, it's your virginity. It's gotta be.
She was as beautiful as can be.
Yeah.
And it's just.
She's a pro.
It's creepy, dude, because these alleys are not that wide, and there's girls on both sides, and there's just people, and they'd stop between, to look at these 3 windows, and then you walk another 50 feet, and there's more. It's kind of creepy. But I was the creep.
You were that creep.
I was a creep.
I got my guilders. I don't know what that means.
How'd you pick her out of all the others, though?
Just by my preferences.
Only white one
at the time.
In Amsterdam, huh? What were the preferences at the time? Come on, give us some fucking details.
Full bush,
4 foot tall,
full bush,
Japanese.
She was Brazilian.
Nice.
And she was beautiful. She was beautiful, but it was so impersonal.
Yeah.
Which I know.
She is a hooker.
And this is what Tony made fun of, and I'm just being honest. It was very impersonal for me. And
say my name.
Once again, it was obvious it was only for the money.
Right.
And that's what Tony Hinchcliffe really went off on. When I said that, because he's like, who the fuck are you to think that it should mean anything? It's a hooker, you fucking idiot.
Well, and I think the real mistake you made is you took her up to Anne Frank's attic to fuck. That's horrible.
Dude, it was yeah. Ooh, there you go. 50 guilders, please.
There you go.
Okay, here's my money.
And then she was like, no tip?
Yeah.
She's like, I gave you way more than the tip.
I tipped. I was, yeah.
Did you try another one just to compare?
I tried a bunch.
Oh, nice. Yeah. But was it all the same experience?
Somewhat. There were better than...
Were some better actors?
Exactly.
He had a coupon for one. That was nicer.
You just fucking nailed it.
There's some better actors than others.
That's what it was. Yeah.
He's looking for hookers outside the local acting school. He's like, here's where the good ones are.
You said, did you ever have one squirt on you or anything? Did you ever have anyone get really into it?
Jesus Christ,
No.
Chad.
We gotta get, we have competition at your mom's house. We have competition with, we gotta fucking step this shit up, dude.
They are doing it at your mom's house live this week.
That's right.
We're drowning there.
We got 2 viewers right now. They need to fucking stay tuned.
You 2 viewers, comment if you want to know about the squirting in Amsterdam.
So did he go extra? I don't know. What would it be extra? Sucking your dick for a little bit longer or anything?
Chad's more interested in the hookers than Bill
Yeah,
Hicks.
I thought he was going to ask something else.
Yeah.
I thought he was going somewhere else.
Well, yeah, we going to get back to comedy? No. Not on this show.
Well, he had a lot of experience with them, so I haven't had to talk to somebody who had a lot of hookers in their life.
April's like, we're good on time, guys. You guys can wrap it up whenever.
There is a comedy club in Amsterdam, and I think it's called Chicago Boom.
It's a very weird name for an Amsterdam comedy club.
Chicago Boom.
I like it.
Matt Thompson says, "What's up, Vin?"
Oh, no shit. What's up, Matt? Hey, so
we're not having a conversation between.
Matt is cousins with Sarah.
Oh yeah,
who I made fun of and said, "Are you still juicing the cancer card?"
Yeah.
So that's
he's
Matt.
not happy about
Good
that
guy.
comment. he wasn't watching for that time, but now he's caught up.
That's the whole story.
What about Victor Lies?
That's my nephew.
He says, "Love you, brother." Yeah. So all of Vinny's family's watching.
Yeah,
that's my brother.
You know those Italians? They like to.
Yeah.
Matt Thompson. Oh no, Matt Thompson's family.
On a Sunday, you guys aren't watching football and going to church. What are you guys doing?
Vic should be smoking a brisket right now.
Yeah.
That's my 30-year-old
Get
nephew.
the fat buck to work.
He's in Arizona, and that kid's got some smoking skills, dude.
It's 2:00 there right now.
It's incredible.
That's always nice when there's a good cook in the family.
You're going to like these meatballs, man.
I am excited about them.
The sauce is jarred. It's jacked up, jarred sauce. I'm not going to take credit for the sauce, but the meatballs are handmade.
Right on. I like a good meatball. I like a good meatloaf. I like a good stuffed pepper.
I feel like meatloaf is underrated.
I do too.
Yeah,
I feel like people like pass
I
on
do
it.
too.
I'm like, dude, meatloaf's fucking great.
Cheesecake Factory.
So I
worked there for 3 years.
Mile High Meatloaf. I don't think they
They
call
don't
it
have
that
it
anymore.
No.
No, they still have the meatloaf. They call it something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I made 2 different kinds. One of my kinds has mashed potatoes and Velveeta cheese inside of it.
That's
Oh,
yeah. My grandma would make the ones that put that inside, or she would make like ones that looked like little turds. I was like, they're pretty good though. They're still good.
Hell yeah.
And then she would just make the mashed potatoes on the outside. I was like, bitch, what are you doing?
It goes inside.
I was lazy today.
I have my mom's recipes in a book that she wrote. So it's her writing and her meatball recipe at the end. You know, a normal recipe will call for a time and temperature. So it's cooked for 45 minutes at 350. My mom's, in her handwriting, it says, keep an eye on it.
What's that mean?
Love, Mom. That means you stay in the fucking kitchen.
You watch.
Because you're cooking and you're doing dinner and you keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
You go and
However
watch
long
your
it takes,
soap
however long it
opera.
takes.
When do you
for a
know
little
it's
bit,
done?
And then you go back.
No, it's fun. So we're all Polak, my family, and so my grandma lived with us growing up, and she would cook, but she grew up in the Great Depression, so she's making like Great Depression meals, and I was like, the fucking peas and mashed potatoes again? She's like, it's good for you. Fuck you. And I was like,
totally.
I was like, we have money. We can afford food, like human food. And she's like, this is what your father grew up on. This is what it's good enough for you. And I'm like, all right.
That's it.
She called it chop suey. It was
Dude.
It was rice, onions, and gravy. Not even like Asian gravy, just the normal gravy she would put on everything. I was like, the fuck are you doing, you old bitch?
Yeah, that's funny.
So you've seen Pussifer, you've seen Tool, have you seen a Perfect Circle?
I think like 7 times.
So which is the better Maynard?
That's an impossible question.
You asshole.
It's 3 completely different feelings for me. It's 3 completely different entities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not the same guy in either one of any of them.
It's not. It isn't. It's fucking incredible.
Yeah, but the guy who's at the winery is kind of a bitch. Have you seen that guy?
Yeah, why?
Yeah, I don't get that. You know, he could be so much cooler, you know? Yeah.
Are you being sarcastic?
The guy in real life?
Maynard? The fucking...
Just the guy.
Yeah, dude. Have you...
I know what you're talking about.
He's a black belt in jiu-jitsu.
He's like fucking Joe Rogan. He does fucking everything. He's got 3 bands. He's got his own winery, his own fields that he fucking, you know, he does it.
Does the work
He's the one doing it.
He's got some restaurants in Arizona.
Yeah, he's just fucking insane. I don't know how he's got the fucking time. Nobody does.
Well, that's what always
and he
worries
does
me.
jujitsu. It's like, what the fuck?
It's like you see these people, and I get that not all of them are them, but you're like, do I not have it? Do I not have the thing where it's like,
Totally.
I think you've been
you
told
have
that.
to do like 60? Yeah.
It's been told to you a few times.
I think we all
But
know.
it's like-
I think we all know we don't.
But like, I don't have the thing where I want to be successful at 30 things every day of my life, and they're like,
And they're
like, yeah, I'm an expert at all this.
I had that, but I failed at so many of them. You know,
Yeah. And I'm
so
like,
many. Yeah. I'm kind of jagged at this
Well,
point.
it's like maybe you have to become an expert at like 19 of something, and then you're like, now I can move on to this. Now I can do this.
Not have a lot of interest. be good at it. Not just be
You can't
interested
just
in it.
focus on one thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Well, anyways, this has been cool. Anything else you want to add in there?
No, this is fucking awesome, man.
Go to
I
Clifforton.
appreciate you fucking having me. Yeah, it's in Clifton, Texas. Red Caboose Winery. And then October 28th, I'll be in Liberty Hill at Whiskey Barrel.
Whiskey Barrel.
That's
I've
another
actually heard that's a good
showcase.
spot.
It's
Yeah.
great spot. Great spot. It's always there'll be probably, I don't know, 50 to 70 people there. AC2 Productions, Alex Cunningham. I appreciate you.
Oh,
But
sorry.
no.
I got one more story I forgot to tell. To wrap it. So I hosted the mic. Have you been to Roscoe's yet?
I haven't.
It's fun. They're good people.
And how the open mic is decent?
It's whatever.
Okay, whatever.
It's an open mic.
It's an open mic.
There's
Okay.
So we had a
fair enough.
10-minute open mic.
Damn.
Right. Which, bless them for doing it, but like, it gets rough because you got two civilians aren't listening, and all the comics are waiting for you to do something horrible so we can laugh at that. So I go up there, and I'm hosting. So I'm trying to just get through the show. I always do very light up top because it's like, then we could get an extra comic or two on.
Sure.
So I'm like, it's not about me tonight. I'll host and I'll take care of you guys. So I'm hosting, and then the first comic goes up, and in the last minute, he does a suicide joke. I was like, what the fuck are we guys? God damn it, guys. Then the second guy goes up, he does one both in the last minute. Third guy goes up, last minute, I flash him the light, boom, I'm doing that. I was like, so I have to address it. So I go up there, I was like, I swear to God, guys, it's not me. I'm not making this happen. I didn't tell you guys to do this. Please stop making suicide jokes. So then comics being comedians take it as, all right, once I get the light, I have to do this. I got lectured by the bartender being like, I don't like what you're doing. I was like, I had nothing to do with it. It's all these lunatics.
You're the suicide guy now.
And you're just trying to prevent it.
I was like, the thing's
And you
over.
opened up
It's
the
all
fucking
done.
floodgates.
And it's just, damn it. I was like, I deserve this. That's fine. But I was like, I had nothing to do with this, guys.
I'm going to shoot myself.
Yeah. Zach Budakowski started it. I was like, Zach, what the fuck are you doing? And he's like, wasn't it funny? I was like, yeah, it was kind of funny. But,
Yeah,
but everyone's mad at me. Let's not bring it up. Also, like, I get off stage, and, like, we had the list, and everyone saw it. Every time I got off stage, after my first time on stage, someone came up to me and was like, actually, I have another thing I have to get to, so can you put me up? Can you push me? And I was like, guys,
Always getting
if you would have just come up to me at the beginning, I could have done. But now I've got 6 different people telling me when they have to go on. Like, I can't get you all perfect.
That's the other thing I hate about some of these mics.
Yeah.
Is you could tell they're kind of clicky.
Right.
Because
that's one thing.
You know where you signed up, and you know who you're following, and then.
But it's one thing when, like, there's 9 of us, and we all have our designated spot. Compared to like, all right, there's 40 people, and then someone walks in and is like, put me up next. And they're like, okay, you're up next.
Yeah, like
these guys are trying to like just change the order. And I was like, we could have done that if you just talked to me before the show.
Right.
The lineup was the lineup when you walked in and checked in. What the fuck? Like, so then I had someone be like, I'm really mad I can't get on because I have to go to this other thing. I was like, you didn't talk to me until I said you're on deck. I was like, all right, she's on deck. And she's like,
what age person is asking
like
that?
37.
Jesus Christ.
Like 30, late 30s, early 40s. And I was just like, it's like, why is that open mic better than this open mic? The booker and owner is sitting right there. You could crush and
be booked on the show.
Be a feature, be an opener, be whatever.
Really, for Roscoe's?
Yeah.
Oh, no shit.
The booker and owner sits right there.
So their open mic is a 10-minute mic, or that was just
no,
an
they have
experimental
a
thing?
They got another one this week.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm hosting this week, but they got another one. It's just sign up online. Just follow them.
You sign up online, and then you get picked.
And then they pick.
So you might sign up online and not get
Yeah.
But you'll know before, so you're not wasting a night, which is nice.
Which it used to be drawn out of a bucket, and it was a 5-minute mic.
So you'd have to drive all the way there, and then you might not even get a spot.
So how long before you sign up will you know?
The night before.
I think it's the night before.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, so just follow them online.
I'll definitely have to check that out.
Yeah, and it's a good club. The owners are super nice. They're very pro comedy. They used to work at Cap City. Like, it's tight.
Cool.
But yeah, I looked like a real asshole, and for once, I wasn't trying to be. I'll admit when I'm trying to be an asshole, and I do it a lot. But that time, it was totally not on me.
It was everybody else being an asshole.
All right, promote the show.
October 14th, we have the Roast Rumble. It's going to be a fucking WrestleMania of comedy. There's going to be a...
Damn, I wanted to fucking
that
fly.
one planned.
Well, it's not going to be the last.
time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, there'll definitely be more. This is a good opportunity that we're having with Walnut Creek Pub, so definitely come out and support it. It's a free show. Buy a drink. We get paid. Anyways.
That's it. I got nothing.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do that. So come out October 14th.
Yep.
ATX Comedy Review.
Later.
See you guys.